All right. So the question for this week: what is one thing you have lost that you would like to find again? It can be a thing, an emotion, or whatever. Just very abstract.
Dammerhall.
But that would imply that you had that at one point.
Well, I mean, he was alive long enough, isn't he?
I mean, true, but he's never been there. Actually, he's been 300 years. How old is Thrum?
He's only like 150, I think, at the most.
I thought.
He's using more of the royal we. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, he's supposed to be using the French we.
Man, Thrum is like one of those parents that throws everything into their kids, and then their kids go off to college, and then he's just suddenly going, "Wait, who am I?" Without
when
this
we
goal,
actually do rediscover Dammerhall, what the fuck is he gonna do? He's gonna have nothing left.
What is my goal in existence?
Kill all y'all and lock the door.
Turns out he was the big bad all along.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine Nolgrim would probably be something like one of his favorite books regarding the Grudge Blades when he was young. And he committed it to memory, but, still good to have.
Unless you roll a natural one.
Freya would, she would say her group of friends from back home. She left behind to go and do this.
I'm just sending you stuff, Gombo.
Okay.
Fergis is like my demon enchanted warblade.
Hey, you don't know. It also could be a devil enchanted warblade.
Hey,
It's high-end wine, isn't
I'm
it?
sending it to Gombo privately.
Well, what it was is I pulled the spine out of a devil, wrapped around my fist, and I punched the heart of a dragon, and
then I sprinkled some fairy dust on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had an artifact.
Believed in dreams.
And then I used it to hunt down and kill a unicorn. Simple as that.
I was gonna say
that's like level 1 stuff.
Didn't Manfred use that to kill the king or whatever?
Yep. Oh man, I love that little mythological fun fact about supposedly unicorns are only approach versions. And then I forgot what show it was, but they made a joke about that, where it's all like, "Look, it's a unicorn. Look, it's going right up to Ted," and he's like, "No, it's not." Trying to push it away.
Yeah.
Okay, that just leaves Thrum and Taskill.
Thrum has lost his calm, and he misses it. Now he's just driven to find Dammerhall and get rid of these weird...
He misses his second wife.
Wouldn't say I'm missing her there, Bob.
But his aim is getting better.
How many wives does Thrum officially have?
Although she is missing, but Thrum...
So how many ex-wives does Thrum have?
You should be writing it down if you really want to know.
Oh man, we need to go through all the recordings now, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
I know there's at least 3.
Mm-hmm. That just leaves Taskill.
I, having just got up from a nap, am drawing a complete blank.
Your wife, maybe?
Yeah, I guess we can go with family since they're all
Or
the
your
way
home
over there.
forge.
Your forge.
I don't think they'll be bringing that.
Hey, it might be a really, really nice forge.
You don't know how determined dwarves are.
I can see a dwarf just completely demolishing a building literally just to move it somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Taskill's Forge on Wheels.
Dwarves strike me as the type of people that they hate boats so much that to get to an island where an enemy is, they just build a bridge. Like all the way out to sea.
That'd be a good lore for a world
7
bridge.
generations, but we'll finally enact our revenge.
Yeah.
If they get older, everyone's already dead.
Just the people on the fort at the island with a spyglass looking. Like, we could do something to stop them, but it just wouldn't feel right.
Also, if we lose or we win, hey, free ocean bridge.
So was that wife for Taskill, or
Yeah, I guess.
Alright.
So, I guess sleep cycle has turned into something of small issue.
I get that.
It's great to have your days be nights and nights be days.
It's cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Get very pale. Save on sunscreen.
Just my life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm out in the sun too long, all my skin starts falling off. So. All right, who wants to do a recap?
From what I remember, we mostly just explored down to the depths because we had started the last session after we had killed the Minotaurs, I believe.
He went into the next room over, saw there was black pudding, tried to avoid the black pudding fight, and ended up fighting a black pudding anyways.
Yeah. We went around, we fought some bats and some Batmen. Not to be confused with Batman.
We took a 4-hour tour of the all-you-can-eat Batwing buffet
Robin.
after being chased by the pudding.
And then werebats. And then retreat.
Followed by more bats.
Yes.
Basically ended up right where we started.
Found another bridge, more bats.
In summary, bats.
Mhm.
We can't stick around here, though. It's backcountry.
It's driving you batty. Need to get out of here like a bat out of hell. Where'd that expression even come from?
Bats are known for being themed after evil shit.
Such a shame. I mean, they carry some diseases, but other than that, they're pretty harmless to people anyway.
I mean, they do travel with vampires, so.
I mean, hell, armadillos carry fucking leprosy.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of 2 creatures in the world that can get leprosy. Others being humans.
Dude, I did not know that. We have armadillos all over the place here.
Yeah, they can just give people leprosy. That's why they tell people not to touch them.
Wow.
Well, Cope has to take his entire family to the doctors, so he won't be in
Well,
this.
we don't touch them. We just see them on the side of the road all the time. Possum on a half shell, dead from a car hit.
Yeah.
And, when they cook it, it bakes away all the leprosy, so.
Well, you can't cook them if they've been hit. You gotta keep them and feed them for a couple of days to get all the disease out of them before you cook them.
That's for sure. Let's go with that.
All right. So, where we return to the party is you guys are all taking cover in the little camp area that the Minotaurs had. So you guys can take a long rest. And yes, I know you're not on the main map. I'll move you in a moment.
Nolgrim will want to take last rest, and he would, or last watch, and he would he would try to see if Fergis would take last watch with him.
Yeah,
Possibly,
I would be
probably
fine
one
with
other.
I'd be fine with that. I would also, Gombo, to make sure I mentioned it. I remember looking at the size of the entrance to the little camping area, and it's just big enough to put my alarm spell on.
Yep.
So that way we can at least be alerted if anything tries to walk up to us.
Yep. It's 10 feet wide.
But yeah, if you would ask Fergus to be up for it, we would rotate watches a little bit.
Yep. So swapping on the camping notes, just temporarily swapping Taskill and Fergus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that might work better anyway. the best passive perception with the worst passive perception.
Wait, 14's still pretty good.
I know, but then just to cover our bases. But either way, for now, this is fine.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Thinking later on.
Was there something you want to do, Nolgrim, when it comes around to your watch?
Yeah, but that would be kind of in-game stuff, like on the map and whatnot.
Okay. Let me get everything.
Let them hide all the enemies that are about to come swarm
Right.
us.
So Nolgrim, when you get up for your watch, so far the long rest has been going without issue.
Mhm.
You see Thrum going to sleep now, a very restless sleep. Did you guys actually light the little campfire that's in the center of this room, or did you leave it dark?
I think we left it dark.
Okay.
Just try not to alert too many things.
Mm-hmm.
We have some field rations for what we need, so we don't need to cook anything. So
So Nolgrim, you're sitting around as Fergus is getting his stuff together and like getting his weapons ready for watch. And you're probably just sitting there, and you think about that weird thing that you found in the pyre that lets you summon the grudge bound.
Mhm.
And so you're pulling out and you're looking at that thing. Kind of wondering what it is, because it's such a strange, weird object to find, and it looks burnt and charcoaled. And as you're holding it, there's like a small cracking sound from it. And as you peer closer, the entire thing cracks and shatters inwards with a small puff of sparks. And as the sparks kind of blow into your face, we travel back in time in perception to the sparking of a forge in a great cavernous forge hall of Kazakh Crag many, many years ago. All around us, we see all manner of dwarven smiths busy at work at anvils and individual forge stations, working their grand crafts in the halls that their ancestors and their ancestors have always worked. And it is also in this place that we see a very, very young Nolgrim, barely even a beardling, with just the first few fuzz of his beard starting to grow in. Now, Nolgrim, your father had brought you here to hopefully get you excited in metallurgy, which is his craft. But your eyes are drawn to something else upon the far wall of the great forge hall. And now, I had a moment of inspiration, so I actually wrote this all down, so I'll actually read off of a script now. Upon the walls of the great forge hall is carved a massive mural of the ancient dwarven heroes and legends of Kazakh Crag. Each stone figure depicted stands taller than any human building, bedecked in gemstones and inlaid with various precious metals acting as highlights upon the sculpted dwarves of yore. Along the bottom of the mural, Nolgrim can see dwarven smiths at work. Ironically, not dissimilar from the scene around him that he's not paying attention to. The depicted smiths are hard-faced and sculpted from limestone, with highlights of silver, representing the purity of their craft and livelihood. Each laboring over a forge of basalt with ruby gemstones, the gemstone of fire and passion serving as the forge fire. As Nolgrim's eyes follow the right to left story structure of the mural, the smiths pass their crafted weapons and armor to great heroes carved from brilliant polished white marble and inlaid with pure gold, representing the glory of these heroes have achieved and the honors they held in life. Countless famous dwarves were depicted upon the carving, with representatives of the many great clans like Cinderaxe, Hallforged, Oakensunder, Embermane, and even the dour Grimcast all being present. Each hero's weapon was wreathed in an aura of embedded diamonds, denotating the might of their blows and their skill at arms. And their eyes glitter with topaz, symbolizing their clarity and insights. And as you're looking up at this young Nolgrim, you do hear some footsteps of your father coming up behind you, going, "Oh, there you are, Nolgrim. You got away from me when we were looking at the smeltery. You shouldn't be running off like that, lad."
Couldn't help it. This is beautiful. What? I love the story. I think I understand some of it. Who are they?
Oh, he tugs on his blonde beard. "Oh, these are the many great heroes of Kazrak Crag." And as he begins pointing them out and naming some of them, one that he isn't talking about, at least not yet, but draws your eye. And I'll now do the second part of what I prepared. One figure in the grand carving is different from the rest, muted in color and not adopting the grand posture of the other heroes. This lone warrior is crafted from dark granite with highlights of simple steel, the metal of practicality, strength, and necessity. About the warrior are hundreds of amber stones, the gemstone of death and passing, each shaped to look like the sleeping dwarven face, and all together appearing to be a flame of departed souls around the figure. But what catches young Nolgrim's eye even more was the figure's choice of weapon. Unlike the other heroes who wield a mixture of axes, hammers, and picks, this one holds a long, single-edged sword, not dissimilar from a large cleaver, free of all adornments save a thin line of emeralds running down the blade's edge, symbolizing cunning and lethality.
Who is that one?
Oh, can't say I quite remember his name, but that's a grudge blade, my lad.
A what?
Oh,
that?
grudge blades are a rare and special breed, my boy. They're those who take up unbreakable oaths and endowed with powers by the ancestors to avenge the wrongs done against them and settle old grudges. And he points to the carving, and he points at the single-edged sword. And that, my boy, that he's holding right there, that is what they're named for. That is a grudge blade, a weapon of ancient and mystical dwarven craft that enhances and focuses a grudge blade's power. The way I'm told, they don't know how to make them anymore. Grudge blades kept their secrets close, but there are still a few wandering about. No, not too much anymore.
I'm curious, why is this one depicted in so differently from the other heroes up there?
Oh, our ancestors go to wars for many reasons, my boy. Some to fight for justice, others to claim what is lost, and others for the glory it can bring to their family and clan. Grudge blades are different than the rest. They go only for blood, only to bring death to their enemy. That's why they wield swords instead of axes or hammers. Swords amongst our people is the weapon of executioners, designed for no other utility or purpose other than killing. An axe can fell a tree, a stone and a pick can sunder stone, but a sword can only be used to take a life. And that's what grudge blades are. They're honored, but they don't leave legacies the same.
It's interesting that they still go forward, with that sense of duty, with the recognition and all the glory that the traditional heroes do is what drives them to it.
Selflessness, my son. Selflessness is pure and simple. They give themselves to a cause, to a people greater than themselves. There is much to be respected amongst them.
You say that they kill, but who do they kill? Do they how does that differentiate them from the others?
It's because it is death is what they seek. Their path only leads to a fight. Though there are many great dwarven warriors who go out and found holds. If there were not dragons or trolls that inhabited the caves, they would just as happily hang their hammers up and use them to only make forges. The grudge blades only ever go into death. That's what they seek, and that is what they trade in. I've never heard of an old grudge blade, truth be told. Hey, but that is grim talk. I was trying to show you the glories of my work over here.
Sorry, Father. It's just, it definitely puts on a new meaning to the tools and the weapons you make, and seeing that how they are tethered to the, and unfortunately seem to be undersung by those that wield them. I feel like you should be bigger up there too.
Oh, your old man is trying his best. And as he's leading you away, I imagine you're like looking over your shoulder at the mural, trying to get like a flash view, looks at it before you go away.
Mm-hmm.
And your eyes are lingering on the depiction of the grudge blade and that single-edged sword he is wielding. And as we return back to present time, Nolgrim, the strange burnt charcoal thing, has completely crumbled away, and you feel a small sting in your hand as there is a single shard of broken metal that has cut your palm that was at the center of this thing. And it is a finely forged steel, though it was old and broken. But what is most peculiar about it entirely is that there is like a resonance to it you can feel coming off of it. And on some deep, primal, spiritual level that you don't understand, that is one tiny piece of a grudge blade. The actual weapon, not a person.
Mm-hmm. That was... Yeah, you just kind of muse aloud. That was quite the odd relic that was in that fire that we pulled this from. I don't wonder what it means. Perhaps I am on the right path.
Nope. As a slight out of character note, I did think it was funny, Loki, when I was asking you about this stuff before.
Mm-hmm.
That you mentioned that grudge blades were like the comic book character heroes to Nolgrim.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny that you use that metaphor because how grudge blades are in society. You were literally the kid that liked the darker, edgier characters.
Yeah.
So you're like, your heroes aren't dark enough.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like Spider-Man. You're like, I'm a Punisher guy.
That's right. So, yeah. So we're still early into Nolgrim and Fergus's watch, right?
Just the start of it, yeah.
So so Fergus, I think that door over there, the one that was barred like the other, I think I might have found a way around it, but I don't know. I've been toying around with that teleportation spell that I had, and I think I found a way to modify it where it may not be as grandiose of a departure, but I think I could move without having to see where I'm going. I'm tempted to, before everybody sleeps, so I have a chance to kind of recover myself after the attempt. But I want to see if the spell will work and I could get on the other side of that door. And I would like to try to bring you with me to, in case we do go on the other side and we need your lockpicking ability to get back. Although I could always use another casting to jump back. If we do make it one way, we should be able to make it the other, right?
Sounds like a promising plan. Kind of looking over at the group. I mean, if you're up for trying it, I'm always game. I mean, I'd rather not have to go the long way if I can help it.
Especially after nearly falling off once and seeing all those bridges down below. This is a way to bypass it, then God, yes.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to do it now, or do we want to wait until everyone wakes?
I think it could be a quick trip now. You said you have your warding alarm spell up?
Yeah, I should be alerted if while we're gone someone tries to come into the camp, so...
Okay, I'll leave my bat buddy here nearby, and so if your alarm goes off, I'll have him go after one of the lightest sleepers and pick them up.
Okay.
I said should be a quick trip if it goes well.
Don't forget, you guys are the last watch, so you would have probably gotten your full rest by now. So.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just since it's the beginning of the day, I'm just gonna, as a precaution, just mage armor up for the next 8 hours, so it'll bump my AC to 16.
Shall we?
Yep. And start making my way.
Are we on turn order, or are we good to just roam around in this area?
I'm gonna put on the turn order.
Okay.
It's not quite an initiative tracker without Nolgrim rolling below 10.
Right.
Yes. Well, no, half of your maximum hit die.
Yeah.
So if you only spent like half of your maximum, you get all of them back. But it's based off your max, not your current used. Okay. So I think we're just waiting on one more person on the initiative tracker. Thrum.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was just y'all.
No,
I
we're all...
will initiatize.
In case something really hits the fan, we might need you.
What was that? Where'd they go? I don't know. Go back to sleep.
Best teammate ever. All right. Okay. Taskill's asleep. Fergus.
Okay. I'm just gonna start making my way to the door. Keep an eye out for anything down the ways I can see. I'll just roll a perception just to see. Be on the cautious side.
Yeah, you're clear in here. Nolgrim?
You would follow after. Yeah, that's 25. Alright, so we stand in front of the door. Hold on to me, and it should be quick.
I swear if this is some kind of prank, it will be mildly amusing because I've had worse.
All right.
But I will just step over to this side. And just as a precaution, I will choose to hold an action to activate the invisibility ring if something swings at me.
All right. Nolgrim.
Alright, I'll move up here and take hold of Fergus. And then he would like to cast Dimension Door, saying, I want to move this direction 5 feet.
All right, let me pull up the spell.
And then the party was split into their constituent atoms.
Yep, okay, yeah, that checks out. So, I'll highlight your guys' tokens.
Yoip.
So what's it look like when you cast Dimension Door there, Nolgrim?
I like to think there's kind of just a rift, like a vertical line that's just kind of a small sliver of a doorway that's almost one-dimensional. And he just kind of steps into it and brings...
Yeah. So you guys pop out to the other side of the door. It was not warded against Dimension Door. I am honest to what I write in my notebook here. However, on the side, you see 4 very large canines of some variety that definitely notice you guys enter the room. And as they growl, you see that their saliva is like a forge fire orange that hits the ground and sizzles, and you see embers glowing in their chests as they've got burning, evil, and hateful eyes.
Oof. Is this a stair going downward?
It is.
Okay. I don't like.
Bad vibes.
So I will roll their initiative.
And out of curiosity, is this
Yep.
door barred?
Yeah, it's a pretty heavy bar. I didn't make you guys roll for it last time because you were not in combat. It's gonna be some rolls and be a little bit more difficult in combat.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Just finished Nolgrim's turn. Oh, so it just would be their turn anyway.
Yeah.
Awesome. So let me double check this. That's what I thought. So, boop. How fast are they? Very fast. Are they coming or rushing straight at you? Except for this one. Chain back. So the first two will both attack Nolgrim. They have pack tactics, so they'll get advantage on this. So 1 bite,
Miss.
2 bite.
That'll hit.
So you take that damage. And then the back two rear up, and then they both breathe a wide cone of fire. So you each need to give me a dexterity saving throw, 2 saves.
I'll just do an advantage for the both.
Fair. All right. So
I'm about to be left here without a teleport, buddy.
Nolgrim, you'll take. I'm gonna roll damage twice here. You'll take full damage from both. Fergis, you'll take half damage from both. Oh, 19 fire damage, 26 fire damage.
So I take full damage from both?
From both.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Force feed me a healing potion and I'll get us out of here.
All right. So, one moment here.
Well, that was like right friendly.
And you said that your familiar would go nuts if something went wrong, right?
If something wandered into the camp.
What's its blind side? It's 60 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, who would it try to wake up?
Probably Taskill.
Okay. Taskill, you get a tiny little bite on your nose and you wake up.
That's just kind of flapping at you.
Looking
And
around.
you see a bright light coming from the tunnel to your south. They are actively on fire, so I'm not even going to hide them.
The doors are on fire?
Oh no. You can't see it, Nolgrim, but from there's about 9 of these large bat creatures with translucent skin which are on fire heading towards them. I would like to say for the record that it was not my choice that you guys split the party.
Yeah. It's literally been, what, 12 seconds?
Yep.
Perfect
Because
timing.
I was smart, and I'm like, oh, well, I'll roll for wandering monsters in between sessions, so that way I could just have it prepared. And this is what I got.
Well, noticing that, I'll start shouting to wake people up.
Mm-hmm.
And stand up, get my shield and axe ready.
Fergis and Nolgrim, who are supposed to be on watch, are completely gone.
That's even better.
God, Those fuckers bypassed my alarm spell.
Damn draft dodgers.
Where did I thought you put the alarm spell here?
Yeah. I put it across this area.
Yeah, they had. Okay. Yeah, the bats hadn't gotten there then.
Good thing to remember right now, unless you wore your armor to sleep.
Yep, this is also true.
Yeah, this is the alarm radius area here.
Yeah. Okay, they haven't reached there yet.
Okay.
Fergis. So things have gone bad.
I believe I have one healing potion that I had bought.
Mm.
So I'm going to feed it to him.
Mm-hmm. That's an action, but then you can absolutely do that.
So he gets 6.
Mm-hmm.
Wakes up, oh, this was a bad move. Hold on, Fergus, I'll get us out of here.
And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, activate my second wind to heal some.
Why do you need to? You should still be. Oh yeah, from the fire. Sorry.
I don't have the one where I just take no damage at dex saves yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be my turn.
Freya, you hear Taskill shouting to wake you up.
Yeah, Freya will wake up, kind of confused. Oh, what's going on?
Bats coming from the south, and the other two idiots aren't anywhere.
I don't see a lot of bats. That's a lot of bats. Okay. Do I have a clear shot?
Yeah, absolutely. They're actually even easier to shoot for you because I didn't make them light sources, but they are technically giving off like torchlight.
Nice.
So they are, because they're on fire.
Gloomstalker.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Bam, 9 on that one. Is it still up?
It's still up, but it's not looking good at all. Hit. Destroyed. Yeah, you just fire 2 bolts in rapid succession. One catches it in its rib cage, some kind of undead, and then the second one just obliterates its skull.
All right, and then I'm going to move the Steel Defender back 1 space, and that's going to be it.
Mm-hmm. Thrum.
Hey, what's all this nonsense? What's going on? Oh. Move to here. There. And then go large.
Alright.
We're under attack, and I think our archaeologist took the princeling to the museum.
I just want to throw it out there, Cope. Maybe sometimes the solution isn't to go large.
Yeah, because now they're gonna get they're gonna get like a +5 bonus to their AC.
Oh, why?
Because your body is cover for them.
And you could have just stayed right here, and we had a great little kill box here for them.
Oh, I thought I'd move to where we could get 2 of us. Oh well, his tactics are terrible.
Yeah, if we had
We're not
stayed
making
here,
him
there
general.
would have been a 2 space they could go into, and a bunch of spaces we could hit them from. But it's alright, it's in character. You go large.
Nolgrim,
You have consistently done so.
you gain consciousness with a potion shoved into your mouth, as you're very much charred.
Well, can Thrum attack this one?
Oh yeah, sorry. Because like it is flying, but it's basically at like what normal head height would be. So yeah, that hits. That smashes it. And then I don't know if you.
No, he can't reach another one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he can actually.
Either way,
Five.
10 will miss.
Okay.
All right, Nolgrim, you regain consciousness.
I imagine there's a empathetic link with my familiar, and it'd probably be triggering that, something is going on back in camp. Say, oh, fucking time of it all. He would grab Fergus by the pant leg and visualize using Dimension Door just back to the opposite side of the door.
All right.
I think there's a fight going on over there. Ugh, fuck. All right. Fuck. All right.
This is one in the lose column.
Not my finest idea, but we learned something. Half movement to stand up, and
We learned. I'm glad I bought that fire resistance potion for when we get there.
And that would be my full turn.
All right. They're not coming through a door or anything like that because it's very much sealed, so I'll just remove the Hellhounds from the turn order. You didn't think you're just going to be able to skip an entire floor of the dungeon, did you?
No, I fear that there might be something on the other side, but I'm not sure.
You didn't think he was going to go down in one round.
Yeah. Oh, the fire.
All right. Firebat's turn. So they're going to they're very speedy, so just basically get want. And then this back one, how fast? Yeah, 60 feet. So it's going to fly over here and then to here so that I can get a shot at Taskill. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks against Thrum. So 1 miss, 2, 16.
Hit.
All right, so you take 8 damage total, 5 piercing, 3 fire, and it grabs you. Now, to keep it in context here, since these are small creatures, it's not like it's rules-wise grappling you, but it really just kind of just sank its fangs into you, is all it was.
Okay.
Let's see, and it deals damage. So, okay, cool. It's still full health, so it's not an issue. So another one.
Yep.
What is your AC? Just to make
14.
14. Okay. Another one. So that's 3. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 14 AC, you said?
Yep.
All right. Ooh, that was a nice low one. All right.
He's gonna use his reaction to soak that 10 damage.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it is this fellow's turn. That should be good enough for him. With those of you who can see this guy, it's another one of those Batmen creatures, except this guy has some sort of like metal plates and almost looks like ornamentation on. It's not quite armor, but like as bracers and things like that. Definitely seems to be of a higher rank than the other ones that you fought before. And what will it do? Ah, yeah, that'll do. All right, so it is going to raise its hand and start screeching something in its language. Then yeah, that one. Well, it's a cruddy image, but a translucent dagger of purple energy appears in the air as it casts spiritual weapon. And
I think Taskill feels personally attacked right now.
and it'll take a stab at Freya. Also, don't forget, Michael, you'd be fully healed after your long rest. Well, I did not prepare a macro for this, so I'll just roll it.
Yeah.
So, yep, that'll miss Freya with the spiritual weapon attack. Taskill.
So, I know you let slip that they're undead, but is there anything I should roll?
Well, no, I said that they're undead because they're literally skeletons that are on fire, flying through the air. So it's
flying, burning skeletal bat. But hey, it could be from the elemental plane of fire.
it could. You could do a religion roll as a free. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, they're undead.
Forge Scourge. I guess first off, I'll try to turn undead just to loose these guys.
Oh yeah.
Action, present, holy symbol, everything 30 feet.
That should be onto all of them. So I'll just do these at advantage because there is 7 of them, and it's wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes. Guessing it's casting thing, so 15.
All right. So it looks like 3 passed, 3 failed, and then I roll the last one. And okay, so and do they move immediately or on your turn? I always forget.
Creature spends its turn.
Okay, so I will just start going down the list here and putting a little symbol on the ones that are turned.
They're so startled.
As the forged light of Father Mountain washes over the room, and the bats give a crackling screech and begin to withdraw. Fergis,
Okay, so...
your alarm's going off, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to get to here.
There's a big Thrum back in the way.
Yeah, I'm going to yell out Thrum as a bonus action. Look, you can yell at me about leaving my post later, but for now, don't miss. And I'm going to give him advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to shoot at this one.
Okay. It's got a substantial bonus to its AC.
Yep, that's fine.
Which you somehow managed to hit anyway. Oh, yeah, that's actually right. It doesn't get the bonus because it's the ethereal hornbow. It ignores cover bonuses.
So just the arrow goes through.
Yeah, you fire an arrow through Thrum.
I've always wanted to shoot at him.
So, Thrum, you're facing these things, and an arrow flies from your chest and hits one and nails it to the wall.
Careful. You almost got me with that one.
I mostly understand how the thing works.
What?
Focus on the fight. That's my turn.
All right. Freya. Michael?
There we go. All right. Well, the first question is, I forget how spiritual weapon works. Am I threatened by this?
I believe. No, you're not. Yeah, and it's not a concentration spell either.
All right. So first things first, Steel Defender is going to attack that bat right there.
Okay.
Plus empowered rend.
That'll definitely hit.
For 11 damage.
Ooh, very nice. Not enough to kill it, but it's hanging on by a thread.
Then Freya is going to take a shot at that same one with the Gloomstalker.
That'll also hit.
For 4 beeps. All right.
Also barely hanging on now, but that ends the year.
It explodes and you take damage.
I think they're grappled with, but I was checking to see if it's the start of your turn or their turn. the start of their turn.
All right. Well, then I'm just gonna whack that one.
That'll hit. That'll kill.
Then I guess this one back here.
That'll hit. That'll kill it.
And that's it.
Okay. Nolgrim.
I probably won't be able to attack this one without having disadvantage because I'm firing around this guy.
Yeah, I'd get a bonus to its AC.
Okay.
That's a cover wolves.
He'll shift up a bit. Would I see that any of these are panicking?
You definitely saw Taskill use Turn Undead. He's done it in front of you before, so you recognize the light.
Okay. Then could I hold my bonus action for if another if hold on. Yeah, I'll go ahead and hold my can I hold a bonus action, hold my grudge for if a threat that isn't fleeing comes into view?
Okay. Yeah, I did look this up. Hold actions work 5th edition. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can now.
I did look this up out of curiosity. So it's an action to hold an action, and then you can take either an action or a bonus action. So this is absolutely something you can do.
Okay.
An
I'll do that
interesting
then.
fun fact is that if you hold action and attack, you can't multi-attack because multi-attack is only on an attack action on your turn.
Yep.
However, cantrips like Eldritch Blast do get to do multiple attacks on a held action.
That's why Eldritch Blast is so nutty.
Mhm.
And there's no such thing as moving your slot in the initiative either.
Okay.
Yep. We were pushing that over into from Pathfinder, which I'm honestly borderline on that point where we're not having that in Pathfinder anymore because it just makes things a slog.
As someone who worked on the 5th edition pointed out when I was researching this, they said the reason why they removed that is because then it just makes rolling initiative almost pointless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like holding an actions, but I was really tempted just to do away with the staggering. Like I'm gonna go after this person.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like you either do something on your turn or you don't. Either way, Firebat's turn. So Thrum is going to take some fire damage here real quick. So 1, 2, 3. That's just from them all being grappled to you. All right. Now they are going to spend their turn fleeing. So they're animalistic, so they will take the disengage action. And that's their turn. Now it is time for this Sebosian fellow. Okay, so first things first, spiritual weapon is going to take a shot at Freya again. Ooh, I'll assume that hits.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So that's 9 force damage. And then, let's see. I'm still remembering how spells work on these NPC sheets. So is this how we... okay. So that is a guiding bolt against Thrum. 14 hits, correct?
Yep.
All right. And it is casting it at a 3rd level. So let's see if I do this. There we go. It does prompt me that. That's very handy. So it does 23 radiant damage as it smashes into you.
And next attack against him has advantage.
Yep. And then it is going to fall back some. Boy, howdy, aren't you guys glad you took that long rest? Taskill. Yeah, I don't think it. If you're saying anything, Kenneth, you're muted.
So I don't know how far back he fell, but I think it ends if it goes beyond 60 feet from him.
Does it? I thought he just couldn't command it. Let me double check that. Either way, if it does, it does. It's fine. You could move up to 20 feet.
Yeah, I mean, he lost his bat screen.
Yeah. When you cast a spell, you can make melee attack. You can move.
It doesn't say anything about.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
just have to. I think you just have to see what it's attacking, which.
Yeah. It can also go through walls and stuff, so
Yeah.
you have to be able to see to command it.
Yeah, that's what that's what I say.
Sworn. Oh well.
It might have been a Pathfinder thing again.
No, this because I don't think that's a.
No, it's definitely not a Pathfinder spell.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon is totally a Pathfinder spell.
Well, anyway, what you doing?
Yeah. Well, might give him a taste of his own medicine. Huh?
I believed you, Richard. It's fine.
No, I was just linking it because it actually isn't a bad spell in Pathfinder either.
So,
That'll hit. Damage. Gives him a good whack.
mm-hmm. And since I'm right here, oh wait, can't double cast. Yep.
Yeah, sorcerer, sadly. Fergis, there's a big stone dwarf blocking the tunnel.
And I imagine I can't get through him.
Yeah, not really. I don't imagine. I don't imagine that as a dwarf that gap between his legs is very large.
Yeah. I'm just gonna yell, Thrum, move your fat ass, and I'm gonna activate the Ring of Invisibility, and then use my bonus action to stealth.
Yep. Go ahead and give yourself that little invisible icon, and then ooh, nice.
I'll step up here.
Freya. You are muted if you're saying anything, Michael.
Oh, anyone know how to cook bat?
I think they're already cooked.
No, I'm talking about the big one.
Sure, we could find a way.
Well, I'm pretty sure that is within range. Yep, well within range. First Gloomstalker Bolt.
Miss.
Second Gloomstalker Bolt.
Hit.
For 8 piercing.
Takes it. Still very much standing.
And then let's see. Oh yeah. Nice, where the Steel Defender will end up, but it cannot attack.
Mm-hmm. Thrum.
Thrum is hurting, but he'll bonus action, shrink back down.
I'll do this assuming you want to be closer to the action.
Nah, he wants to be around this corner as he
Smart.
holds on to. He's patting out some fire, I imagine, and he says, "You got to use a lot of fire. Send all the hairs off." And he is going to take a step. 50 feet. Can he fire a crossbow that far?
I do believe so, yes. You check the range.
80. Yeah, 80, 320.
Yep.
He's going to lean around that corner, pull out his crossbow, take a shot.
All right. That'll miss.
Can you fire twice with ranged?
Yeah. Oh, actually, you need to take a bonus action to reload the crossbow because it's got the load property. A longbow or something. Yeah,
So
a longbow or something. You could have just done it straight out.
All right, he'll move back here and start reloading.
Another beautiful quirk of my self-reloading.
Saves a feat. Nolgrim.
Right, Nolgrim's going to move forward. And I could just barely make out this guy. What's the range? 50. Okay. I'll hit him with my grudge. Well, let me make sure it's within range. Oh, no, it has to be 30 feet. Okay. In that case, I'll just smack him with a pair of Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
First shot.
That'll miss.
Second shot.
Hit.
Then use the rest of my move action to duck behind the corner.
All right. I believe the fire bats are still turned.
Do they get a save at the end of their turn, or is it just they flee until it runs out?
I don't.
1 minute or until it takes damage.
Yeah, so they move 60 feet and around. So if you guys are not going to shoot at them, I might just remove them because they're probably just going to disappear around this corner, and that's the last you'll see of them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with not having to kill them.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna make you yakety sack chase these guys throughout the entire dungeon.
Encounter win.
So now it is the Symbosian Priest's turn. What do I want to do? Yeah, only flaw with having spellcasting NPCs is I'm like, let me read this. Gotcha. Okay.
Is fall over and die an option?
So it is going to the Steel Defender will get an attack of opportunity as it actually rushes forward.
Sudden cardiac arrest.
So you can go ahead and do that.
That's a miss, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that'll miss. Okay. And then it will cast another spell. Oh, it's going to move forward a little bit more then to here. As that in that area, you guys can see that aura, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It is filled with purple energy translucent bats as it casts Spirit Guardians.
Ah, shite.
Yep. And you are all in the effect zone, so you will take the damage at the start of your turn.
He's
I
going
feel like
full
this is
Taskill
revenge.
on us.
Oh, yeah. We're up against Batskill.
All right. Taskill, wisdom saving throw.
Start panicking. We don't got a planikin.
Mannequin.
All right, you succeed, so you take half this necrotic damage. Oh, whoops! I forgot about its spiritual weapon. Hold on 1 second. Because it moved back, so it could use its bonus action to move that there, and it's going to take a quick shot against Thrum at advantage.
Oof.
Wait, why does it have advantage? Oh yeah, because the
Guiding bolt. So 16 or okay, so that'll hit.
All of those hit.
So you take 7 force damage there, Thrum. Pardon the slip up. We all get 1, but sorry, Taskill, resume your turn.
Mhm. Well, I don't have an AoE heal, so that's not a great option.
Yeah, as this thing swooped in, like flying all out, not caring if the Steel Defender attacked it, you definitely get the Zealous Suicide Charge vibe.
Right, well, gotta break its concentration somehow. So, normal attack.
That'll hit. So it's just gotta pass a 10 Constitution. Fail.
Hey!
Phew, you saved Nolgrim and Thrum.
Right.
Yep, and move the hammer for bonus. Don't think I'll use a move. Off to Fergis, I guess.
Yep.
Is the spiritual weapon concentration?
It is not. It is ridiculous.
Wow. That's a good spell.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna move to here and use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark him.
Mhm.
And because I'm
you think
invisible, I
Taskill
get
uses it
advantage.
every fight?
All right. That definitely hits.
So that's 24 points of damage.
An arrow appears from nowhere, catches it in its eye, and it goes down.
Why the hell are y'all? Why do you look so bad, Nolgrim?
He's burned very
Found
badly.
way through the door.
You look
We went
like
on
you've
a-
seen a demon.
We went on
Weren't
a
you two
serial
supposed
jump.
to keep watch?
We were.
We were gone for like less than a minute.
I've taken longer pisses.
Well, see, here's the thing about watch. You have to watch.
What do you think my bet was doing?
I also had an alarm around the door. Look, we fucked up, yes.
Mhm.
We also found out that there are health spawn across on the other side of that door.
Mm.
So we're gonna deal with that later.
Better and better. Kicking the opposite number there.
Yep.
First, we find out they've got clerics too. Some dark god of the mines. Then you run into demons on the other side of the door.
Can I do a knowledge roll to figure out what they were specifically?
Which the Batman thing?
No, the out of character hellhounds.
Oh yeah. Give me I would say a religion or an arcana. Always very fuzzy on that. Yeah, the hellhounds aren't exactly the most uncommon form of fiend. Yeah, they're hellhounds, vicious, predatory, dogs of hell, immune to fire, obviously breathe fire.
Mm.
That's why I didn't roll anything for them, because I'm like, they're immune to fire. They can just
Mm.
breathe fire on each other and not give a shit.
They would
They
say,
do that to say hello.
God
at
damn it,
least
Steve, your breath's stinky today.
at least 4 hellhounds on the other side of that door. Yeah. So we have a way through, but the problem is I can only take one person with me, and they hit it really fucking hard.
Yeah, that might not be a good idea for the future. We might need to use that as a plan B.
I was just hoping that would be a quick way to avoid a whole lot of trouble, but apparently it's just more trouble than it's worth.
We are still in turn order, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
I thought we were just going back to finishing the long rest so people
Mm.
That was the end of the long rest. Nolgrim and Fergus had the last watch. That's the end of it. You guys can just stop moving your tokens. Where you had it was fine. I was just letting you know. before he started running off and doing exploration and stuff.
Well, I know we just woke up, but it looks like a couple of you could use a breather.
Let's do a short rest while we have breakfast, eh?
Who's cooking dinner or breakfast? I say as I pull out my jerky.
Oh, right. And Nolgrim will pull out a healing potion and hand over to Fergus and say, "Thanks for using the one you had. Let us reimburse you."
I don't think this is going to be the last time I feed one to you.
We having bat chops?
I feel a little skeevy about trying to eat something that's humanoid.
Yeah, it's definitely people. Like, there's intelligence and a language and stuff there.
Although what I'm not adverse to is I go over there and I kind of just wedge my arrow into it just to make sure it's dead.
Yep. All right, so if you guys are taking a short rest, we can roll initiative after, but I'm going to take a quick bio. So
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Right. Take time.
Oh, hey, look, first meme I found kind of sums up this little scene we're having.
One hour of sleep, one brownie, and 2 shots of espresso. Fortunately, I don't think we'll be fighting any dark gods in the bottom of this place, but hey. We definitely almost died trying.
Yeah. That could have
It's you
gone.
two.
I was if I didn't have that last potion, then that probably could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah. We got the one door over here that we haven't tried yet.
We could always try to go through the were cave again.
Well, now that we know what they is, aside from not getting bit,
The only downside is we have 2 mithril daggers and
Yep.
casting to deal with them. So at the moment, probably not a good idea. Note to self: next time we find mithril, make like a warhammer or something for Thrum. And for you.
Still kind of bemused that didn't strike me as an option before we get rid of all that mithril.
It happens. The amount of shit I forgot to do as a wizard when I was playing Amadeus, then watching you play a low-level wizard, I'm like, wow, I am definitely not the best wizard. And I'm not just talking about that last session where you kind of cheesed it with that spell, but that's, the game's fault, not your fault.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the reason they get Scribe Scroll is to have those specific use, but still golden when you need them spells on hand.
Mm-hmm.
Although it gets expensive.
One thing I did notice, I was looking at stuff for 5e. Wizards are the only class that can ritual cast when they're not on their spell list and prepared for the day. Like, clerics can do ritual casting too, but you have to actually have it on your spell list, like when you rest for the day and prepare your spells. That being said, clerics still get the benefit of being able to swap out whatever spell they want for any other spell on the spell list.
Mhm.
And the added benefit that I think in 5e, clerics have the best spell lists.
There's the minor caveat that it's supposed to be something your god would actually give you, but 90% of the time that isn't really an issue.
I'm back.
Yeah, there's not actually very many, like, in 5e, like, hey, this spell is an evil spell. Why would you have this as a good cleric? There's a lot less of those.
Yeah, they merged them into like one thing. Like both spirit guardians as well as protection from good and evil. You kind of choose. That's fun. Also, fun fact for you: fire bats, which you guys just fought, are a classic Dungeons and Dragons monster. Has been in every edition except for 5th edition.
Well, they seemed hesitant to release a second bestiary.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising at this point.
Well, they've been kind of including more in each of their like splat books. I mean, Mordecaiden's Tome of Foes was kind of another bestiary.
It had some stuff in there, yeah. But like an actual just full-on second bestiary.
Yeah.
They were really hesitant because they were trying to make it to where you only need the 3 books to play. But at this point in the game, it's not really the case anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's technically always true, is that players need the PHB and the DM needs the 3.
Yeah.
But
I mean, with modern internet resources, if you know the right stuff, you probably could do without the Game Master's Guide.
yeah, it was usually more of a, and here's examples of shit you can do than rules.
Oh, yeah. Also, it's where all the magic items are in 5th edition.
Mhm.
All right. So is everyone back?
Yep, I think so.
I'm not sure
Okay.
if Cope's back or not.
I thought I heard him say it was.
Oh, okay.
I'll bring the initiative tracker back up as you guys get through your short rest without an issue.
Used all my hit dice to get there, get back to almost.
Also, I would like to also point out that you guys should be keeping track of food again, because your cleric has been spending all of his spells, so I do not believe he's been able to conjure a feast for you.
Yeah, not yesterday anyway. We got down to the wire there.
That's why we pull from the bag when we need to.
This is like day 3 of you in this dungeon, so it's not like you've gone through a lot. Looks like we're just missing Thrum again on the initiative.
Nope, sorry, I was pulling up all the ration stuff.
Yeah, no worries.
So I think we're going to risk the rope bridges and try to force a way through the Hellhounds. I
mean, do you want to try to go back again and try to physically lift that while they're breathing fire on you?
It's definitely not ideal.
Yeah, again, that's the plan B. Let's see if we have to do that, but...
I mean, we do have those fire resistance potions, which will help.
How many do we have of those, anyway? I know
I've
I
got
have
one.
one.
I've got one.
So those will definitely come in handy when we get to there.
But,
It's also got protection from energy, but it's a concentration thing, so... And it's just resistance. So.
I mean,
but if we double it up...
Though you don't have to maintain line of sight to hold that spell, right? So you could cast it on us and we go through, or I guess 2 of us will go through. But I still... Both options suck.
I assume we're on turn order, so...
But there was a stairwell just beyond those doors delving down, so... Options. Neither of them are particularly appealing to me.
Hey, Gombo.
Yep.
I had moved that far for my turn, but I did want to see if... Does this bat creature have anything on it, or is it just, like, naked?
No, it's got some stuff on it. Let me pull up the sheet again. Not a ton, but it does have some stuff.
Yeah. It also might be able to key us into what god it might be worshipping or not, if at the very least.
Let's see. It's kind of got looks like it's got some reappropriated bits of armor that might have been of either dwarven or elven make, kind of like a piecemeal functioning as a breastplate. So if you want to steal that, it has no weapons. It does have a component pouch, and it does have a holy symbol in the form of a stone that it wore around its neck. That it looks like there was like a claw carving that looks like the Wicker Demon mural that was in the room here with you guys.
Gotcha. I would toss that to Taskill since he's nearby. Do you make anything of this? I don't think...
Give me a religion check there, Taskill.
Nope.
Otherwise, looking at the armor, does any of it look like it's made of mithril pieces that I might be able to just yank off or anything?
No, nothing of that, unfortunately.
Figured not, but I figured I'd ask.
Yeah. It's like it's pretty piecemeal. Like you could take it like on a normal medium-sized creature, it might not be enough, but it's combined with its own natural armor too. For you guys, you'd be fine because you're dwarves. You've got less body coverage than like a human or a Goliath or whatever.
Okay, that's my turn then.
Yep. Thrum.
Thrum is going to dig through his gear and pull out a healing potion.
Wait, did you not use your hit dice to restore after a short rest?
I did.
You used all,
He
you
used
all
all
yours
of
as
them the
well?
previous
Half, I
day,
used all.
and then he just used them all again after getting half of them back.
Yep.
Oof.
It is the plight of being the tank.
Yeah. Well, he's also the tank with no armor.
Yep.
Because,
What does the
barbarian.
Cure Light Wounds potion do?
2d4
plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Hey, be kind to the writers that they said 2d4 instead of 1d8. That increases the minimum.
Ooh,
Yeah.
max.
Nice.
Literally can't get better than that with that potion.
69 HP.
Nice.
All right.
He sounds like he's ready to party.
Where are we heading?
Probably back over the bridge.
Bloody hell.
Guess we want to go back to the surface.
You can still move, Thrum. That was just an action, a bonus action to do.
Oh, have we already started moving out?
Fergis certainly has.
All right.
And I just assumed, before your short rest, everyone put their armor back on, so I'm not gonna bust you balls about that. Taskill.
I mean, I think you could put armor on during a short rest.
Yeah, that's what it says light activity, so I would say putting armor on is a light activity.
Did you say there was a breastplate?
Yeah, it's kind of like a junky piecemeal one, but it's functionally a breastplate on this thing.
Oh, wait, Thrum will strap that on. That's better than 1 point better.
Yeah, it looks like it's a collection of like hammered together some like dwarven metals. Not all of it armor. Some of it looks like broken like chisels and stuff, as well as what looks like some bits of like drow armor that they might have raided. But it's all kind of been done and painted with some crude paints to look like some kind of like ritualist priest vestment. Like if you zoom in on this picture, if I just remove the X, you can see how it's kind of got like an Egyptian thing going on.
Oh, yeah, that's junk. He's going to throw that back down.
It's going to say you look ridiculous in that getup.
Man, that bet is swole. Look at that abs.
Oh, yeah. They got 16 strength. That's not an exaggeration for the art. They are... They're pretty beef. Let's just say their claws aren't the only thing that can shred meat.
A brute bat. Anyway, moving and dodge, so.
Yep. Freya.
As there seems to always be more bats. But on the other hand, we'll probably find a fortune in fertilizer when we reach the bottom of this place.
The next thing for the dwarves to come harvest.
White gold.
Freya, it's your turn.
So wait, pretty much all of our trade we found so far is all white. We found the salt mines, the bat manure caves.
The Skizrael cloaks.
Michael?
We are mutant. And maybe not back yet.
Oh. Well, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
anyone see the sporting event?
Indeed. My team good, other team bad.
When did you get the Dimension Store spell, Loki?
Oh, this past level up,
Oh, okay.
I hit 4th level spells, so I swapped out Thunder Step or whatever for Dimension Door.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've got a potion of fire resistance as well.
Yeah, I found quite a few.
Looking
I know we
through
bought
all
a
my
few.
inventory.
Yeah,
Buying is like finding.
With extra steps, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they dealt a lot of damage real quick.
Mhm. Yes, I have learned the power of the cone breath attacks on stuff like that one. In my other game, I killed a player with a bunch of frost wolves. He was tough, but there was 5 of them, and their cooldowns kept working out. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like hellhounds don't get their just due. They should be tougher to me. That
you didn't
was
even,
big-
you guys didn't even really fight them to see how tough they actually are.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a good example of what I feel like they should be. Is like run away.
Mhm.
Fire breathing death dogs.
For some reason, a lot of people I see, not just like in D&D, but like in video games and stuff, usually only have like 1 or 2 hellhounds, but they're pack hunters. That's their
Yeah,
entire
they're
thing.
specifically supposed to be in packs.
Yeah, because like the fire breath thing is bad, but if it's just 1, it's not too bad. But it's when there's like 8 of them.
All the fire.
Hey, I've only ever seen hellhounds come in singular groups. Okay.
He's back.
Well, I blame Nesrima since she only had the one.
Mm-hmm. It is your turn, by the way, Michael.
Yes, yes. All right.
Nolgrim.
I think he'll just step forward and step in rank and file.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go up a little bit further just to not linger too far behind.
Fergus.
$25 and chill.
Thrum.
Actually, yeah.
oh, yeah,
no.
what?
I was saying I forgot to roll hit die during the short rest. Can I go ahead and do that?
Yeah, go ahead. No, you're not in a fight. It's all good.
Oh yeah, you got extra ones. That's fine.
Hey, I only used like 2 last time.
I
Yeah,
burned
yeah.
through all 7 of mine with this.
Yeah, I have 2 back to back. That's
Don't
good.
forget Miku as well if you're still using them, or you can swap them out for Ivy.
Oh god, I totally forgot about Miku.
Mhm.
Miku, wake up!
Does Ivy have range attacks? Because
Yes,
I
she does.
think we should probably swap out for Ivy at this point if we're going to be going
Like
cross
thematic-
bridges.
Thematically, they're both there, but just for the sake of not being cumbersome,
Mhm.
one at a time.
We can just
Yeah.
swap out into Ivy. Here, I'll bring her into the thing, and then we can roll her initiative.
Yep.
Oh, where have you been, Mass?
I've been here
Behind
the
you.
whole time.
I like Taskill's
You're
action.
very good at hiding.
Move to here and then dodge.
So it was his turn. There we go. Taskill.
Probably just keep it going because stuff. Although out of character, I'm trying to remember the name of this freaking the Black Dog of the Moors.
Oh yeah.
Did find a couple articles, and I knew Shook was named for one of these phantom dogs, but it's not the one I'm trying to remember. Is it definitely a Welsh name? Probably just the Welsh version of.
I mean,
Black
there's
Dog.
Baskervilles?
yeah, the Hound of Baskerville, the famous English one. A lot of people think of Barghasts.
That's one of the other ones that's listed in these articles as Barghasts.
Listen, anyone who says that Japanese yokai folklore is stranger than anyone else's really hasn't done a deep dive into the British Isle folklore. That shit gets wild. Look up a Nuckleave sometime. That shit'll haunt your nightmares. It's
A lot of it was true.
It's a skinless horse that's got a person sprouting out of its back with no legs that's also skinless with long elongated arms that drags behind it, and it breathes plague-infested toxic fumes, and it rises out of the ocean to kill everyone it sees.
Damn.
Is there like a particular day of the week that it does this, or
half the year?
When it feels like it.
According to the there is an island, Oakleaf, I believe it was, that's just north of Scotland, and according to their traditional folklore, its threat was so bad that the entire indigenous people considered moving away. I have literally never found a folklore that where people said, and then we all thought about leaving.
Right.
All right, Freya. I'll just go ahead and do this.
All right. Oops. I guess we're standing. Go like. Yeah. That's my turn.
Excellent. Now it's Ivy.
I think that's it.
It's cool.
We're only moving the movement speed, so
Yeah.
Yeah, just moving up.
All right. Fergus.
done.
All right, let me check something here.
I awoke the shrieking mushrooms, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I thought I was far enough away to not, but oops.
I'm just checking. Hold on. I'm pretty sure you did. It's not the only kind of mushrooms here too, so I was just making sure. Also, I just for fun put a picture of a Nucleave into a Skype chat there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a pretty cool boss monster.
Oh
Right.
yeah, big time.
Dark Souls boss number 2.
Anything within 30 feet of the Shrieker.
So wait, anything within 30 feet? So anything in this whole room, then, really?
Basically, yeah. So.
So don't blame me. Blame Taskill. He was the one in here first. Yeah, I enjoyed the description of when I first learned about the Nucleave. They're like, they always emerge from the ocean
when there's a serious disbalance in the natural order, but not in a Captain Planet way, more than the I'm going to rebalance the ecosystem by destroying the ecosystem. just
The hard
like,
reset.
nuke it. Everyone gets reset. All right. So yeah, really loud screeching. There are other kind of mushrooms here, but you're kind of being overwhelmed by the shrieker one right now. Thrum.
All right. It's gonna move right down.
Taskill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we only had time to do something about those mushrooms.
Ivy says, what? So for clarity on these bridges, since I know there's lots of confusion, this is how I'm going to rule it. At the start of your turn, you can choose whether or not you wish to have the bridge spaces be difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm.
If you treat them as difficult terrain, then there's no rules to not get stuck.
How did the bat creature get past these mushrooms without them making all sorts of racket? There must be a way.
That's a good question. Probably something called DM Fiat.
Called DM Forgot. If it makes you feel any better, you guys got the warning and they didn't all fall on top of you anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, if a treat is difficult terrain, I got 5 foot more movement, so.
Yep.
Yeah, keeping the dodge action up.
I completely forgot that their range was 30 feet. So.
Especially with the screaming mushrooms over there. Who knows what will be coming to make us pay a toll for crossing this bridge?
Could be a troll.
Could be a bat.
I love that.
Could be a troll bat.
I know, right? Okay. Or
the dreaded bat
regenerating bat.
All right. Ivy.
This, of course, makes me question, what sort of crimes would a troll vigilante fight?
I mean,
probably just stick to there.
Have you guys ever seen? They used to do the animated shorts of Fat Man. It's like the Batman parody.
Mm. Yeah,
I imagine it's a lot like that.
I don't know. From my experiences, trolls always go after social justice warriors. So.
No. It's like if a troll vigilante shows up and stops a kid from getting his lunch stolen, and then as payment he demands the lunch. And then when the kid says no, he beats the shit out of the kid and takes it.
Miles are going the way of they're very, very angry Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent fire, period.
Nolgrim.
Moving up.
And thus begins the conga.
Nolgrim, roll me a perception real quick.
Hey, net 20.
Nice. Your little bat familiar really doesn't like the shrieking of the mushrooms. And with a natural 20, you're kind of able to not only empathically, but also slide into its senses briefly. Your little bat buddy uses echolocation to see in the dark, and due to the shrieking, it is currently blind.
That's a good point. I'll go ahead and use my action to bamf him out of this plane of existence for the time being.
Gotcha. Works.
Do I see which mushrooms are shrieking?
Give me like a very low perception or investigation. Your pick.
Investigation. No. Wait, no, that's not a natural one, but
yeah. Nope, 10's enough. It's very low. There's several different mushrooms scattered throughout this little bushels here that are making the loud shrieking sound, and there are several more that are not. That are of different variety.
Could I spend my action and some movement to go around pouring a vial of acid on the ones that are shrieking?
That's going to be like 4 dozen mushrooms.
I wasn't sure how much acid it would take to melt each one, so that's why I was saying take my turn to move around and just pour enough on each one of them. But if you don't think it's possible, we'll just forget it.
I mean, yeah, you could start doing it. I would say probably wouldn't take 1 round. It would take a round or 2.
Fuck it. We're gonna get through here anyway. Don't want to hold up the conga,
All right,
and that'll be it.
Thrum.
Can't go on down. His ears and grimacing. Nah, here we go. The great escape across the bridge.
Because you're all
We
considered
already
deaf,
crossed.
you know. Taskill.
Well, can't move 2.5 feet, so 10 and dodge because difficult terrain.
Oh, you can also double move if you want. That's
Yeah,
how
true.
difficult terrain works.
Might just get across the bridge better then.
Yeah, so anything that has the little bridges in the space, like this one, would still be considered difficult terrain. But now you can double move across. Because I remember there's the whole confusion about it last time, so I amended some rules. Freya.
All right. Seeing these guys with Fergis right here. Can I walk past him?
Yeah, the tunnel's wide enough.
All right. In that case, I'm not going to treat it as difficult terrain.
All right.
So that was 20, 30, double move, 30, and I'll
So-
roll.
You're dashing?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Okay, so give me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
All right.
Yep, you're fine.
I'm telling you, you guys are always way too cautious about this kind of stuff.
You fall down one of those caverns, you wish your father never met your mother.
Looks at Taskill. Wow, shot across the bow there.
Well, only one of us is on the other end, Thrum.
Hey, patience.
Looks like 2 to me.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Ivy.
I guess she'll just step down and wait her turn.
All right.
She's not going to go ahead of everybody.
Nolgrim.
He'll just wait.
Okay. Just do nothing for your turn.
I'll shift over a little bit, but yeah.
Okay. Fergus.
Use my entire turn to get to here.
Okay.
Can't really, even dashing, I don't think I can get by Freya at this point, so.
Yeah, you could get by Taskill, but Freya's kind of in the narrows.
Yep, so that'll be my turn.
Thrum.
I know we can't break up actions, but can I delay until after Taskill? Just delay my whole turn?
No, that's literally the exact same. That's the exact thing I said
Okay.
we can't do.
I thought we were taking away like the move, but hold your attack kind of thing. But I'm okay with whatever.
No,
y'all
no,
No,
you can
delaying your turn is what we're getting rid of.
You can
'cause it's not the
hold.
thing you can do.
You can hold action, hold a dash, is what you can do.
Oh, well then can I come back here and hold a dash until
Yeah. So that'll just
Taskill
be
moves?
25
'Cause
feet of movement, not your full.
Wait, I was right there. Was I there or there?
You were there.
You were one back. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Then
difficult terrain.
I'll
You'd be able to
delay
get
a
to Freya.
dash until Freya moves.
Okay.
And I'll treat it as difficult terrain.
Probably until I move because you can't move through me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't move through him?
Not when they're out on the bridge like this.
Okay. Well, then I will do that.
We probably could, but it would probably require you shoving him off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's true.
There are a lot of witnesses.
Taskill. The door is open despite being on the map. So, 'cause I don't believe it's blocking light right now.
10,
Yeah.
20,
Yeah.
Actually, screw that. I'll just move to behind Fergus. Because I move, if I delay until Fergus moves, guess whose move it is? Mine.
That's why they don't let people just keep swapping turns around. Otherwise, the initiative
Yeah.
means nothing.
No, it makes sense. I just wouldn't fall in the nomenclature.
Freya.
All right. Clearing the way.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw as you move full speed.
Dexterity.
All right. Your foot gets caught right there.
Flash of genius.
And then you don't, because it's DC 15.
Yes.
I'm too smart to fall for your tricks.
Gravity.
I love it.
Just for a split second, Freya just disbelieves gravity, so it stops working on her.
Mm. All right. Anything else with Steel Defender or anything?
Steel Defender. I'll have him step up, but he's going to wait for everyone else to cross.
Cool. Ivy.
Your turn.
Nolgrim.
Just gonna move up behind and ready to attack if one of those bat guys makes an appearance.
Absolutely. Fergus.
Action and bonus. Action and movement to get to here.
Okie dokie. Thrum.
He'll cruise on over. Treat it as difficult and dash.
Gotcha. Taskill.
Yeah. Heading to the only door we haven't messed with. I don't feel like opening it anyway. So, continuing the cautious advance. And waiting for everyone else to catch up.
All right, Steel Defender's going to run past Ivy.
Yep. Give me a dexterity saving throw for the Steel Defender.
Yep. Six.
It gets its foot stuck exactly where it is. It is restrained.
I don't even think Flash of Genius would do anything for that. So
It's just like one of the boards snaps and is disbalanced, is what it is.
yeah, it would still only be 10 with Flash of Genius.
Mm-hmm. Ivy.
Probably come over to here and say something about how your dog's stuck.
Mm.
Cause she used, like, let's see, what was that? Yeah, cause she used an action to try to assist the Steel Defender from getting his foot out.
Yeah. Give it the help action, so on its turn it can do a advantaged strength check or athletics check.
Cool beans.
Nolgrim. Also,
Double.
were you not going to move forward yourself, Freya?
I am. Oh.
For Freya.
I mean, people can get past you there. I was just wondering. Okay, there we go. Nolgrim, go ahead.
Nolgrim will take a double move to get there.
Fergus.
Gonna go ahead and get to here, and I'll dash to get by them since I am the doorman. I am the one who knocks. Or do I?
I'm the doorman.
Thrum.
Alright, Thrum. Da-dum. Move on in. Dodge action.
Gotcha. Taskill.
Taskill.
Taskill good, yeah.
Yeah, just waiting for people to catch up, so. Yeah, I guess I'll move one south and then dodge.
Gotcha. Freya, your steel defender can give a strength check at advantage.
You're muted if you're saying anything.
No, I wasn't saying anything. Don't worry about it. Rolling at advantage?
Don't worry about it.
It is still stuck, unfortunately. It was a DC 10.
In that case, I can use my Flash of Genius to add 4.
Yeah, you can.
How many times can you use that?
It freezes itself.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
In
It's
equal
just a
to his
free plus
intelligence
4
modifier.
times a day.
Nice.
Yep, so it's free. And that's its action, so it can still take its move.
Yep.
Cool. Ivy.
She'll pat on through.
Nolgrim.
A double move to get there. And do I have any? I think I might have a little bit more left, right? Yeah, that was only 15, so there's 20.
Fergis.
Well, I'm waiting for everyone to be ready, but I'm going to investigate the door for traps, see if it's locked, what have you.
Yeah, sure. Investigation.
It's not a natural one, obviously.
Yeah, I figured. If it was a natural 1 and you still got 21, that would be insane modifiers.
Yeah.
This is a Pathfinder. Yeah, the door does not appear to be locked. It doesn't even have like a locking mechanism for traps, and you check the edges, and there doesn't look like there's any kind of traps.
Gotcha. So I'll just take a step up then to be ready with the door movement when everyone accompanies.
Thrum.
We're going through the door. One leap into the great beyond.
Taskill.
Yeah, just past turn. As they're all wedged up against the door.
Freya.
And here comes the lightning bolt.
Rocks fall.
All right.
All right. Ivy.
Could she wedge into the spot right here?
Which spot?
She's tiny.
Yep. I would say even you guys could do that. Nolgrim.
There.
All right. Fergus.
Let's let this AoE happen.
So to try to open the door quietly, not necessarily hiding, would that be a stealth check or?
I mean, I'll let you know, you can try, but all these bat things that you've been fighting have been locating you via echolocation. You guys have figured out?
Yeah,
So-
that's why I'm trying to like move it quietly so at least they don't hear it opening. 'Cause that's why I'll give it a shot. It doesn't hurt
Yeah,
anything.
you can give it a shot. Yeah,
Try to stealthily open the door.
you managed to not really have it freak.
Then Thrum comes behind and just kicks it into it. It's where the babies are.
Mm-hmm.
So what you see, Fergus, is you see a room that smells heavily of old gore. There is blood splatters and just like decaying meat spread across the ground with bones. You see one of these Batman Symbosian creatures that's working over a table where it's like clumsily working with like a meat cleaver, which when it sees you, it immediately just slams the cleaver into the ground and gives a screech. These tiny bat creatures are all swarming and feasting over the bones like maggots, and they have these strange kind of gaunt bodies with these long whipping tongues. Now, if I remember correctly, hold on, let me check my notes here.
It's the nursery.
If that's what you'd like to think of it as.
Well, they're the babies, and there's the caretaker.
All I know is dwarf beat bat.
Let's see. Everyone, give me a Constitution saving throws as the smell is extremely pungent and nauseating. Anyone who rolls under a 12, let me know.
Nolgrim got a 6.
Is
Okay.
Ivy close enough to have to roll?
Yes. The Steel Fender does not have to, though, because it does not smell.
Ivy fails.
Okay, you guys will be considered poisoned for the first round of combat, which just means disadvantage on a bunch of stuff. So let me bring
Wait, you're assuming we're going to come in here and kill these children?
It is worth pointing out that
y'all
the tiny bat things definitely look like they're not the same species.
So if this is a poisoned effect, would Nolgrim get advantage?
I'm using the condition
I
as just
know.
a shorthand. It's literally just for one round, and it's just because it smells rank.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Fergus's turn. So Thrum.
After you. I'm just holding the door open.
Yeah, because you can move past him. No problem.
Alright. Gosh. Move up to there. Bonus action. Go into a rage.
Mm-hmm.
And then start stabbing. Do you have a rage icon?
I don't. I should have one. If you want, you can just put like a red dot or something.
Yeah. That's cool. And stabby stab.
Who you tried to hit?
You know what? He's gonna move 5 more down, and he's gonna stabby stab this one.
The big one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, let me check their AC. I do not believe that misses.
All right, then he's gonna try and punch that one.
Okay, that'll hit. 12. All right, that your turn?
Yep.
Okie doke.
I have a sneaking suspicion these are also undead.
Yep. Okie dokie.
The undead bat cult.
This one is going to scurry over the door. Okay, so this. Let's see. So we got 2 bites on Thrum here. 1, 2. Oop. Natural 20 hits.
Yeah.
So that is 5 piercing damage, and then give me a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Cool. You're paralyzed for 1 minute.
Jesus.
You get a new save at the end of each of your turn, just so as you know.
Right.
On the plus side, you're
as-
paralyzed while still full of rage.
Yep. And yeah, it's some sort of like it makes all the muscles go rigid. It's not a poison, it's some sort of supernatural effect. And yes, now that you are closer to these bad things, you can see like their little rib cages. So they are also undead.
So he takes 5 damage.
5 damage halved by your rage, of course.
And then wiped out by the 3 temporary hit points. No, he doesn't have that because he's not large. Okay.
Yep. All right. And then one against Fergus. Nibble. I pushed the button. It didn't go. I said bite. 19?
I'm 19 would hit. I'm going to use a D8 to try to add it and deflect. Which will just meet it, so it still hits, unfortunately.
So 6 piercing damage, and give me that Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
There is a paralyzed icon, by the way, Thrum. I do remember that.
14.
You pass.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly I'm realizing why they're called ghoul bats.
Taskill.
I see the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Hammer time.
I believe, yeah, that misses.
Yeah, then step up and follow through.
Uh,
18.
That'll hit. Not enough to kill it, but it is very badly hurt. It has more durability than something this small should naturally have.
No. I thought they were perfectly natural critters. What with their ribs on the wrong side of their chest.
Oh yeah, you know. Freya.
So that's how all babies start out. Can I line up a shot from right here?
Yes, I will also let you guys know that according to the rules, you can share a space with a teeny creature, so you can move through it. It would just get an attack of opportunity as you leave. So just so you guys know, you're not bottlenecked if you want to push through to fan out.
Mm.
But yes, you can. You do have a shot there, Freya. That'll
21
hit,
or 12.
and that'll kill it.
All right. And that was 5 feet, so I can move 20 more. Moving into that space. Lining up my second shot. Or can I see? Oh, I can't really line up anything there. So, lots of good targets, but I'm gonna go with that bat right there.
All right.
Shoot the Gloom Stalker. 14
Hit.
for 4.
You wing it a little bit, but it's still flapping.
And then can I use my item interaction at the end of this turn to switch out my Gloomstalker for a battle axe?
Oh yeah.
All right, and that's what I'm doing.
All right. Ivy.
I'm a little congested. I don't think she would want to go forward in front of everybody. And I don't think there's an angle where she can get a shot on.
No, not anymore.
So I would say she kind of just chills here and holds an attack in case something comes in her line of sight, which it's probably not going to, but I don't know. I can't picture charging through us to get into the fray.
Yeah, that's especially since she's lower level than all you guys. Yeah, that's not her style. And Nolgrim.
Norg will shift over and just try to keep his lunch down.
Yeah, because after this, the poisoned condition will pass.
Because I don't think I have a line of shot on anything.
I mean, you can move through Taskill, Fergus's, and Freya's spaces. They're not blocking.
I like how the two.
I'd be on top of Freya though, so.
I mean, you could dash.
It's still not worth it.
I will
Maybe
say
if I
like
wasn't
how
poisoned, but.
I like how the two poison people are in the back, and I just picture them as both being like, no, don't look at me. If you look at me, I'm gonna puke.
Don't throw up. You throw up. I'm throwing up. No.
No, don't do it. They're like looking away from each other.
Right. So, this Symbosin here is going to hop into the air and start beating its wings very quickly. It's kicking up dust, but also just a lot of loose gore. So, it creates a 30-foot area. So, most of this area that is heavily obscured, so everyone's considered blind except for them because of echolocation. That'll last for 2 rounds, and that's its turn. This one here next to Thrum, which he already stabbed, is just going to... let's see, it's just going to double claw him. So... Oh, right, advantage because he's paralyzed. So... Well, let me do another normal one.
And then his AC is pretty terrible. He's probably going to get hit regardless.
Yeah, the 18 had it.
Yeah, I was just thinking if I got a natural 20.
Yeah, fishing for them 20s.
So that's...
Yeah, but the second guy missed.
Yep, so that's 8 slashing damage.
Reduced to half, because rage still...
Yep.
Yeah. As long as I
Be a
take
paralyzed
damage, I
rage.
keep raging, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so long as you keep
Okay.
taking damage, you keep raging. And it's not like they know that, so...
That's some kind of odd, ironic, please keep hitting me.
Well, it's just
If you
hilarious.
stop hitting me, you'll
Because
kill
you've got
me.
completely rigid and you can't move, but you're just burning with hatred because of it.
Smoke starts coming out of his nose.
Okay, and then this one up here will flap over to this side, and it is starting to make screeching sounds out into the wider chasm. Fergus.
Oh god, the dreaded 5-foot flap. Just gonna try the best to shoot this thing, so I'm gonna sacrifice my move and bonus to give myself advantage. We'll make it a flat roll.
Yes, that's how that works.
And take those off because I won't have sneak attack or hunter's mark, but
That'll hit.
14 points of damage.
Hefty blow.
So that'll be my turn.
Thrum. You can't do anything except try to repeat the saving throw.
Con save?
Con save. You are still paralyzed. So, Ghoul bat time.
So we've all collectively agreed not to use the revivification orb on Thrum, correct?
I think so. I think that's pretty much just for the king.
Alright, one moment here. Shoot up.
It is ready.
Okay, so on and there, and then this one will get in on that action. So we got 4 bite attacks coming from these little ghoul bats coming at Thrum. So these are all advantage. 1 hit. 2. Ooh.
Very hit.
3. 4. 14 hits?
Yes.
I thought it misses now.
No, he didn't get. You take the breastplate. All right, so that's all that damage, halved because of raging, of course. But yeah, it's just you're just covered in these tiny bats that are just absolutely going to town on chewing into your paralyzed flesh. Good
Question,
news is,
can he still soak damage as a reaction, or is it paralyzed?
I'm going to say you can't, because traditionally
Yeah.
it takes a reaction, and you cannot take a reaction when you're paralyzed.
Yep.
Now there are going to be 2 Ghoulbat attacks. Huh? I just realized where the Pokemon came from. Anyway, on Freya. Listen, this is small things in life, people. 1, that'll miss.
Oh, that's a
2,
miss.
19.
19 might hit. Let me see. Probably does. Yes.
4 piercing damage, and give me a Constitution saving. Yep, you're good.
All right.
Just for the sake of expediency, it is a DC 10.
All right.
That's why poor Thrum's having so much trouble. He can't roll above a 10 to save his life.
Taskill.
Of course, this begs the question: will it blend? Yep. So casting that, putting up the Aura. Was it 30? It was 15.
He was 15. I
Yeah.
just did this earlier, so I remember. Ah.
He tried to kill us with our own tricks, and it just didn't work.
All right.
So, and might as well have the spiritual weapon take swing. It is at disadvantage, isn't it?
Yes, because the dust cloud.
How long does that dust cloud last?
2 rounds.
Pretty sure that'll hit the ghoul bat.
Yeah, it will. And which are you attacking? The one that was already hurt or the new one?
Well, I knew the one was already hurt was there, so.
All right.
Good.
So you kill the hurt one then.
And it's been there, so.
Yep.
That one just came in. Under cover of meat, a boob.
Yep. Yeah, so it splats out of the air. Freya.
Okay. Going to move this way. Legal, because I'm still in range.
Yep.
And then I'm going to... Let's see. Well, I guess let's bonk this one.
All right.
I have the power.
That'll hit.
Or is it at disadvantage right now?
Oh yeah, disadvantage. Yes, because
So
of
let me roll that once more. 15
still hits.
for 11 slashing.
Barely holding itself together. Its middle is like completely torn through.
All right, second attack, 19.
That'll hit and have 1 hit point, so it dies.
And then I will use the Steel Defender now.
Mm-hmm.
It will come rushing in. That's 30 feet. That's 40 feet. And we'll attack the biggin.
Yep. Just to let you guys know, it hasn't been relevant yet because you guys haven't moved through it, but this fleshy covered ground will be difficult terrain because it's got bones and stuff mixed in as well. The bats and everything haven't really been concerned because they just fly everywhere. That will miss.
All right. That is my turn.
All right.
Indeed, have some sort of bat-seeking laser.
She's gonna go there and probably fire at the big one.
Mhm.
Disadvantage. Actually, since she has the ability to, because she's stealth as she makes her way up to try to negate that. That seems like something she'd do. She hides everywhere.
I will just tell you this.
Oh, echolocation.
Yeah, it won't actually make a difference.
Okay.
I mean, she can, but it won't make a difference.
14.
See, just hits.
Takes 20 damage.
And is dead.
You see, the Steel Defender was just a distraction.
All right. Nolgrim.
Right. I'll move up. You said this red is difficult terrain?
Yeah,
Alright, so that'll be my full movement.
the chunky bits.
Chunky bits. Yeah, pretty solid front line there, so he'll focus attacks back here.
Mhm.
We'll start with this one, 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
And if the first one kills, it's going to move on to the next.
Gotcha. That'll miss.
Jeez. The dice are not happy with me today.
Yeah, especially since those were supposed to be a disadvantage too, but they still missed anyway, so it's all good.
Why is that disadvantage?
Dust cloud.
Oh, gotcha.
Now before the Symboson's turn, in the dusty cloud, you guys hear the flapping of many, many more wings as the screech gets the backup that they were calling. I rolled their initiative secretly, so hold on, let me add this real quick.
On the plus side, when they come into Taskill, it's blender time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
About to add some more blood to this pile.
So I always forget how far. Interesting. Slower than you think.
Plus, one of the effects of the aura is it halves their speed.
Yep, they still had just enough movement. That one still had just enough movement to get into Taskill. Not Taskill, Nolgrim.
That will provoke as soon as they go into the aura, though, I think.
Yes, it will. I'm just measuring out all their movement first.
That poor roll.
Oh, yeah.
What did you do to those dice, Kenneth?
Okay, so 2 with saves.
They better save, otherwise they're going to take that massive damage.
One of them takes 3, another one takes 1.
Yeah.
Oof. Clutch.
Mhm. One of the swarms will attack Nolgrim. 17.
Miss.
All right, that's their turn. Now it is some bosun time.
See if I can do better than 3. Yeah, well, the one's got a save versus 11 damage.
Oh yeah, that guy. I forgot about him. Yep.
No.
Shouldn't be at advantage at 15.
Yep, that'll save, I think.
So he takes 5. This one isn't an idiot though, and he's going to just land over there for now. Kind of
That's
making
just what an idiot would do.
screeching sounds that you can't quite understand. Definitely trying to convey some sort of signal. This other one will continue laying into Thrum though. So it will bite.
It's okay, he was made for this.
So it'll claw. 22. 10 slashing.
Yep.
And then a bite attack. 24.
Yep.
Okay, so you take 8 piercing. So
9 after it's reduced.
Oh, hold on. This is
Altogether.
the bite attack is special thing. I was about to read. The target's maximum hit points, this is just the bite, are reduced by an amount equal to the piercing damage taken. So 4. The reduction lasts until the target finishes a long rest.
All right.
So good. He also has no hit die, and he has less maximum hit points.
Yes, I was just letting you know. However, it specifically says amount of damage taken, not rolled, so your rage reduced that.
All right.
That's their turn. Fergis.
I'm gonna come jump onto the cleaver table.
Sleep.
Just see all the enemies like, Grover Cleveland. No.
It's just like a typhoon of bats and gore and horribleness.
Yep. Well, nothing to it but to do it. I'm gonna fire at the one by Nolgrim. The just swarm of bats gonna fire into it.
Yep. Still at disadvantage until the next supposed turn.
Because we all just ignore everything that's trying to eat Thrum.
I know! You guys are just...
You know what? Just for the hell of it, because I can swap if it dies, I'm gonna slap a hunter's mark on that thing.
On the bat swarm?
Yep.
Cool.
2 non-sequential
And
presidential
the
terms.
fire.
No.
Disadvantage.
It's the only fact I know about Grover Cleveland.
10.
That'll miss.
Actually, I was actually about to ask, could I try to roll a d8 and add to it?
Sure.
15.
I assume combat maneuver. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, it's the martial superiority that I have.
Yeah, no, now that you mention it, the only image that springs to mind is the Muppet. I know he wasn't
22.
president.
22 kills it outright.
Nice.
Somehow, Fergus dissipates an entire swarm with a single.
I just perfectly line it up. They're all swarming, and all of a sudden I just have a skewer of bats against the wall in the back.
I mean, part of breaking up a swarm isn't that you kill each and every one of them. It's just that they lose composition. They just fly away and become harmless. So,
Shish kebab.
Shish kebab?
that's your turn, I believe.
Yep.
Thrum, Constitution saving throw.
Come on, less than 10.
Okay, so you can't do anything this turn, but you are no longer paralyzed.
Still attacks you again.
Son of a mountain!
He's like the dwarf version of Sideshow Bob.
Sunlock.
Well, hopefully this will help on them. Yay, numbers.
All right. Wisdom saving throws. Let's see. There is 4 currently in the affected area.
Looks like it, yeah.
1, 2.
All right.
They all fail.
Mm-hmm.
So they all go sploosh, sploosh, sploosh.
Yeah.
Lender.
What about this one up here? Oh wait, no, it's on
Yeah,
the
it's out.
bat's turn. Okay, sorry, that was.
Bats just popping like water balloons. Is
Basically.
Just all of a sudden, a spiritual hammer and a spiritual hammer, an anvil and a hammer just appear, and it smacks it against it each time.
In fact, did they have a? Nope. Okay, cool. Yeah, the spiritual dwarven warriors just go around and just start popping them. The last 3 are going to swarm in, though. This would be a separate roll since it's them entering, not.
Mhm.
So go ahead and give me another roll there.
Okay. Hey, look, same number.
Okay. 1 passes, 2 fails, 3 fails. So this one dies. This one dies. Alright, but this one only takes 6 damage. And it is going to bite. Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
That it bites at Nolgrim, maintaining eye contact with his familiar.
Then it bites at Nolgrim at advantage because of Dust Cloud. It'll miss.
Yep.
Taskill.
Hasn't it been 2 turns from the Sabason?
At the top of their next turn, it'll disappear. I've been counting.
The hammer over there. Swipe that dude. Miss horribly.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll move down to attack him. That'll move everything out of range. But it's been attacking Thrum pretty good.
It's Thrum. He can take it.
Oh yeah, this is a disadvantage still because
Yep.
But missed anyway.
Missed, yeah.
12 misses. Yep.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Freya.
I guess I'm just gonna start blending these ones up here. Gonna start.
Okie dokie. Still a disadvantage.
So when is Freya going to invent a chain axe?
That's late game.
All her late game weapons are just more hammer weapons.
That'll hit.
And
That'll
another
kill it.
hit. I killed it.
You killed it.
Then the next one will be on that swarm.
Okay.
This is probably gonna jinx it, but I gotta say your rolls have been on point today, Michael.
That will hit.
13.
All right. Halved because of swarm trait.
Then the steel defender will move up
Mm-hmm.
and also attack the swarm. Disadvantage. 8.
That'll miss.
Darn. Well, that's my turn.
Okay. Ivy.
She'll run into this corner here and fire at the one near Thrum and Taskill.
Okie dokie.
12.
Are you sure that? Yeah, that misses.
That's all she got.
Nolgrim.
He'll move here and attack this one with green flame blade.
Awesome.
So,
Still at disadvantage.
okay. And probably miss.
That misses, yes.
Okay. Rest of my move to no, I'll stay there.
Okay.
Wait, do swarms provoke or can swarms take attack of opportunity in this or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Again, okay. Yeah, I'll hold.
Technically, you can move through their spaces if you wanted to. Like, rules as written, they can only attack stuff in their space, but that's really confusing on Roll20 visually. Yeah. So just remember that you can move through them, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Nolgrim, you have to be the blade.
I can't see the blade. How am I gonna be it?
There. All right. So we got 2 advantage attacks against Nolgrim, 1 advantage attack against Freya. So, yep. So against Nolgrim, 1.
Miss.
2.
Hit.
6 piercing, and then Freya.
That is a hit.
Okay. 6 piercing against Freya. Now is the Bosun's turn. He is going to he's going to flap up there. He's not in the Spirit Guardian aura, I might add.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's not, but the other one is.
Oh yeah, well, I'll deal with him in a second. And he is going to double claw attack Freya. The dust cloud is settled, so he's no longer at advantage. 1.
That's a hit.
All right, and then real quick, so I'm trying to see something here. 2. Okay, so the first attack will do 6 piercing damage, and then the second one is he's going to forego the damage to instead automatically succeed a grapple. And then he only moved, let's see, 15 feet, so he still has some movement left. So he's going to half speed back here, and then he is dragging you with him, because that's how grappling works. And then this one down here gives a wisdom saving throw, and fails, taking 5 points of damage. And then he is going to double claw attack Taskill.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2.
23 will hit.
10 slashing and a constitution for concentration. Constitution. Spiritual Guardians is down.
Mm-hmm. At least it took care of all the stun bats.
Oh man, poor Thrum just got stun locked so hard there. But that's their turn. Fergis.
Figuring the other two can handle that thing. He's gonna step over here, bonus action move the Hunter's Mark to this thing. And then I am going to actually I don't have to I'm just gonna move anyway. Hunter's marked it, and I am going to shoot at it. Oof.
Yep, that'll whiff.
And I will action surge and fire again.
Okay. That'll hit.
For 27 points of damage.
All right, it is still up.
Yep. But I don't like what it's trying to do to Freya, so that's my turn.
All right.
I know what you're thinking, Gombo.
Do you?
I mean, there's a crevice right there.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I would do it, so.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Also, just something to keep in mind, Richard. I believe, didn't you already use your Hunter's Mark once before this encounter?
I thought it recharges after a
Long rest.
short rest. Oh, long rest. I think it's the other thing that recharges after a short rest. I keep getting confused about that.
Yeah, no sweat. It's not a big
so-
deal right now. Just after this fight, that's all you
I
got
was
to
going
do.
to say, you could just subtract or add 5 more hit points back to the guy.
Okay, we'll just do that real quick. But it is Thrum's turn now.
All the anger in the world, he reaches out and grabs this thing.
As opposed to athletics or acrobatics, it's going to use its acrobatics because it's
Damn it, that was low. Nah.
You're like clenching and unclenching your fist, and you reach out with one hand to grab it, and it just bats it away with its wing while looking at Taskill. It's just like,
Second
no.
attack, he's gonna try again.
Come on, I was hoping for another nat 20.
Me too. That would have been so good.
So he does give it damage just for grabbing it.
10.
Yep. And then
So hold on. Before you do anything else, it bats a wing away, your hand away with its wing while looking at Taskill, and you're just seething with anger. You literally jump on the spot like a Super Mario character. You wrap both your hands around its throat, and you just fully crush its windpipe, and it is dead.
that feels a little better.
You roll exactly its remaining hit points.
And then I don't want to block anybody out. 5, 10. So we can move to that kind of space.
Yeah.
Crap.
You guys can move through each other, by the way.
He doesn't have a 15, 20, 25.
Don't forget the bloody stuff is difficult terrain.
Oh, yeah, I did totally forget that, so he wouldn't be able to make it. Could he make it if he did a dex check or something?
No, it's just difficult
It
terrain.
just slows you down.
Yeah, it's not the other stuff where you can slip through. This is just good old-fashioned vanilla difficult terrain.
Just trying to
Also, I think
figure
you're
out.
at half movement anyway because you had to take half your movement standing up.
I don't think was he prone?
No.
Well, I thought he was paralyzed, so he fell prone, but I don't know.
Is
No,
that what
just-
paralyzed does? I don't know. Let me remember.
I think paralyzed. You kind of just.
He might have just locked up standing up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
let me check the actual official condition. Paralyzed, incapacitated, as per the condition. Attack hits a creature. I did not realize that. Paralyzed. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if it's within 5 feet of the creature. So some of those attacks should have been doing more damage. Whoopsies.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
also
that's bad.
incapacitated.
Incapacitated, you can't take actions or reactions. So it
Oh,
doesn't
so
say
yeah,
anything.
he's still standing then, never mind.
Yep. So other than I made a whoopsie that made it so you didn't take as much damage, because some of those claw attacks should have done double. Either
And
way.
we can just say that you felt bad for Thrum.
No, I was trying to hurt him.
He's earned this.
So that's your turn, Thrum?
Yep.
All right, there's no more ghoul bats, so Taskill.
Yeah, that should be 20, 25. Guess it depends on if this square is.
This square here and the one you just moved into are difficult terrain, so. So you could definitely get there by dashing, but
Yeah, from a dash, I might as well go further.
Mhm.
So that's 30, 40, 50. To get there. Have the thing whiffle along behind me and smack one of these bats on the way.
okay. Left or right?
I'll go left.
Right.
And his normal roll now.
Yep. The dust cloud's gone. That'll hit. 12 damage. Blast it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I hadn't had the double move, I would have tried to grab Freya and or the bat.
Just grab her ankles and have a tug of war. Listen, let's just settle this like King Solomon. We'll just cut my daughter in half and we can each get to have half.
All right. So what would the regular roll to be to get out of this?
It would be either a athletics or an acrobatics opposed by its athletics. It's your choice. Actually, sorry, not opposed by. It's just a flat DC because of its ability. So you can do either an athletics or an acrobatics as an action.
You said these things use echolocation. Do
Mhm.
they also have visual sight? Can I know that?
Yeah, they do have eyes.
Okay.
But kind of, you know what? As a free action, give me a perception or an investigation when you're this close.
I will definitely give an investigation.
Yeah. So since this is probably the closest you've been to a living one of these things, you look up at it and you see it does have eyes. It can see. But judging by how its eyes are not very dilated at all, you realize it does not have dark vision. Without echolocation, it would be effectively blind in the Underdark.
Got it. Well, the smart thing to do would probably just be to try to get out of this, but I feel like fucking with this thing a little bit.
Yep.
And I have
Okay, each creature with in her within 9 feet. So that would be the bat, 2 bat swarms, and Taskill all taking damage. Custom saving throw.
Although, who knows how much damage that would do to a bat? That loud ass noise.
Well, it does fail, so it takes.
I will remind you, the description for the spell says it reverberates until the next round.
Yep.
And also, if you pass the save, you take no damage. It's not like a half one.
Yeah, because it's a cantrip. So
So
that
it's a Taskill
failed.
save.
So all of them failed. So go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. No damage. 6.
Actually,
2d6.
2d6 because you went up levels.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is.
Yep, cantrips are fun like that. I
There's
stand
still
by
another
that.
D6.
Cantrips in 5th edition are so much better than the ones in Pathfinder.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, the
that
Pathfinder ones are purposely
Well,
bad.
12
solid
damage. So, you unleash this thunderclap, which reverberates off the cave walls, and you see the Sambosan thing lets go of you as it thrusts its wings to its ears. As there's just a popping and a running of blood, it does in fact die from that damage, as does all the bats in this swarm here.
Oh God.
This one down here is just a 1 hit point.
And that didn't even take up a spell slot. That is a cantrip.
Cantrips are useful.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're making a melee build with an Artificer, but you need a ranged option, Firebolt.
Yeah. I believe you can still bonus action with your Steel Defender.
Yep. Gonna move over here and attack that swarm.
Just hear yelling from the back. Well, if they didn't know we were here now, everybody does.
And it just comes out as, what? Yeah, that hits, and it'll destroy it. It had 1 hit point.
Oh, get over it. We're dwarves. They always know we're coming.
Maybe you're kind of dwarf.
All right. Freya with the body count in one action.
Ivy's just going to target the one and do the sacrifice into movement and bonus to get advantage.
That'll almost certainly hit.
So 12 points of damage. This is not a magical weapon, if it matters.
Yeah, it's just a. Yeah, because swarms, it doesn't matter if it's magical or not magical. It's just physics.
Gotcha.
All right, Nolgrim.
Give me a sec. Yeah, let's take a swing at this one with a green flame blade. Jesus.
Yeah.
Then I'll use a move action to make room for the others. Actually, yeah.
They can move through you right here, so it's not that big of a deal. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but...
Yeah, I'm just making room for a Thrum.
Yep.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. That swarm will target Nolgrim. Normal attack. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 17.
Miss.
Okay. That's their turn. All the Symbosans are dead. Fergis.
Step over here and shoot at the one near Nolgrim.
All right. That'll hit.
For 21.
21. Then that'll be halved to 10. Very few of them left.
Yep, and that's all I got.
Thrum.
Difficult terrain.
Yep.
You can make it to there.
Mm-hmm.
And keel. Can you grapple?
No, they are immune to the grapple condition. It's on their sheet.
There's no advantage to that, so he.
I mean, the
probably
12 would hit anyway, so it's all good.
Okay.
So that's 11 for 5 damage. Thrum is just like frothing at the mouth, waving his hands around and whacking back.
Smack.
But
just picturing grappling a swarm. You just grab one, and the rest of the swarm just freezes like it's been grabbed too.
All right, Taskill.
Yep. First things first. Thwack.
That'll hit. It is dead.
Yay.
What kind of disgusting fouliness is this? Bats with tables.
10.
Pet on
20.
pictures.
Bats with tables. Where'd they get the wood?
This is a conspiracy.
I love that that's the part that you really focus on. Yes, but where'd they get the wood?
It's a jungle outside.
They figure out how to make tables.
Yep, looks like this is their equivalent of a cafeteria.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seeing the door across the way.
What is that?
No, I think this qualifies more as a mess hall.
Thrum, that looks like a table where they had various different like weapons and tools used for the work here. You would need to get closer to inspect the selection, but Freya.
He's being a mutant. And or away.
No. Wrong. Incorrect. I'm going across this bridge.
False.
Okay.
Fake news.
Give me a dexterity saving throw. Pardon my yawn.
I've been doing that all night.
Dexterity.
Yep, you're fine. I mean, it's kind of funny considering the crack is so thick. Just jump it. But
Mhm.
The Steel Defender as well.
mhm.
Mm,
Dexterity for the defender.
Dexterity.
Ivy.
Actually, I don't know.
Richard.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Space out. I was wanting to investigate the area here.
Yep.
And just give a look, see in case anything.
Oh, well, it's Ivy's turn, not yours.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I completely was fucking with something else right now. Sorry
No.
about that. She'll start making her way up to there.
All right. Nolgrim.
Yeah, I was dealing with a virus pop-up ad, or not ad, but the virus checking for like my malware bites and Spybot and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the stuff was popping up because I had started to scan earlier.
No, we'll just go this way and just wait for Taskill to cross to follow.
Okay.
Because he's not going to try jumping it with this side being so slick and gory.
Mm.
It really wasn't that hard.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start investigating this area, see if there's anything important. Or
Most,
any.
most of the tools that are outlined here are used for butchery and that kind of thing, and they seem kind of rusted and not great. But there is one particular meat cleaver that looks like it's still in really good shape despite the squalid conditions in here. Not a spot of rust on it.
Is it the one that's in the that he was chopping with?
No, it's a different one.
Yeah, I'll take that and just kind of stow it away for now. Then.
Mhm.
Just be like, guys, I found a really nice cleaver.
Thrum.
Hey. Place is disgusting. It reminds me of the cooking of my third wife.
All right.
Your third wife sure has done a lot. I feel like that's the one you always cite.
Hey, well, she was the one I was with the longest.
So was like the first one just like that teenagers that just got married because they thought they were gonna love each other forever, and then turned out not to be a thing.
Are you gonna take that cleaver with you? And what kind of dwarf gets married when he's a teenager? That's just sacrilege.
Dwarven teenage. That's like what?
Just keep your eye
20?
on the bridge.
Yeah, well, I'm across.
Yep, you're across.
Hey,
Freya.
Meanwhile, I'm just putting the cleaver in my backpack.
All right. Guess I'm just waiting.
Cool. Ivy.
Fergis, come open this door.
I'm a coming. I imagine Ivy's like, oh, I got it. Use, let's see, 15. She can get to here without, with double moving, or bonus and with everything with difficult terrain still.
Yep.
So she can check the door for traps.
Absolutely.
So hers is quite bad. 17 for her.
Not noticing any traps on it.
Just looks at Freya. I mean, you can open it.
Are you crazy? There might be something on the other end.
That is fair. Where's Thrum?
Nolgrim. Oh, look, he said he had to go, didn't he?
No, I'm here.
Okay. Sorry, didn't know.
We are slowly running out of room on this slab of rock.
I was gonna say, Nolgrim's seeing how crowded it is over there and just going to stay on this side and ready Eldritch Blast if there's a baddie that pokes out from the other side there.
I mean, I counted it all out. You could all fit. I wish I
That seems like a bad idea.
That's when we get the earthquake and this whole slab starts sliding down.
And then we get into the second phase of the raid. I've been there. I played World of Warcraft.
All right, so you're just skipping your turn or taking the dodge action? Oh, you're holding an attack. Okay.
Ready an attack.
Fergis.
Okay, so 10 to get there. To bonus action, so I can move. Let's see, 10. This would be 30. So yeah, I can get here and then action to open it up.
Okay.
Which it apparently just opens up by me standing there.
Yeah. You shouldn't be able to do that, but hold on, let me
Sorry about that.
move that. There we go.
And then I'll be there.
Yeah, I think you're under. So yeah, you see two more of those Batman priests. Their heads are kind of bowed as they're doing some sort of screechy abyssal chant, and they both have spiritual guardian auras up.
Yep. Guys, we're about to be in for it, and I'm just gonna, since the item I think it's just an interaction to open the door, isn't it?
Yes. Though they do still have their prepared spiritual weapons.
Well, poop. I'm about to be double shanked.
And then I'll roll their initiative. I keep forgetting to add. Hold on, I'll just do this now. Okay, 5 feet. Okay, there we go. Now I should be able to do these properly. So first one up. 21.
Oh yeah.
10 force. I was typing quickly. 25.
Oh yeah.
6 force.
Gotcha. And then yeah, I will take my action and just fire at this one.
Okay, well, just let me roll for their initiatives real quick. 11. Okay. Let me put them on the order right where they are. Cool. Yeah, go ahead. Take your attack.
I imagine that'll miss.
Yeah, oh yeah, you miss.
Me as well on this one.
You do have line of sight, and then you are
Yeah.
in range of seeing it.
I'm going to give it a little bit of cover because you're shooting through several people, but other than that.
First attack and second attack.
Okay, so let's see here.
Oh yeah, break that con.
Yeah, so those will hit. So that will be 18 damage total. Constitution saving throw. Pass.
Oh wow, they have advantage.
Yeah, they're giving the help action to each other with a chant. You can help action Constitution saving throws, or not concentration rolls. I mean, I would, because it says you can help action with anything you couldn't reasonably describe. So two characters with the exact same skill set, works from the exact same god. I feel like they can support each other's concentration with like a chant or something.
Even theoretically, two casters, but yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to help anyone with concentration.
As I said, like anything like reasonable. And as I said, these guys are both clerics of the exact same deity. I'm like, I feel like this is definitely something that they could share.
Fair enough.
All right.
That will, I think, help action only actually works for this first roll, but his first roll on the second one was only for 17 anyway.
Yeah. So there we go. That was Fergus. Thrum.
All right. Get to there. And pull a hand axe and prepare an attack in case something comes within view.
Okay.
Throw it. Or throw two of them.
Only
You
one
only
on
do
prepared.
one as a reaction, right?
Yeah,
As a prepared action.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Taskill. And also keep in mind, you guys can move through spiritual weapons. I know we treat them like solid objects, but you can move through them.
So Taskill slides in there silently.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Mostly I was checking out the room, but also I am now out of second level spells. Check if that's in range, even though I know it is. And I'll attack the one to the right of it.
All right. That'll miss.
Yeah.
That was a bonus action, so
Mm-hmm. I don't really want to cross the bridge while that's up, but I guess I could swap to the crossbow and shoot that same one. And probably still miss. Yeah.
Yeah, still misses. All right. Freya. If you're saying anything, you are muted.
Yes, I am going to launch a fairy fire over there.
Okay.
nice.
And that is a.
It's been a while
Dexter.
since we've seen
Dex.
Fairy Fire.
Yeah. So, okay. So,
Looking
one
for a
dex,
15.
2 decks. They both pass.
Let's see. Oh, that was a big waste of time.
Hey, it was worth a shot.
All right.
Especially with Cart swinging a miss record.
Mm-hmm.
20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay. Give me a dexterity saving throw. Okay, so it doesn't get stuck, though it does look like it's just peeking into the Spirit Guardian range.
What was that? That was 35 right there. So
Yeah.
I'll move it in.
So
Cool.
definitely be in the range now.
Yep.
Yes. So wisdom saving throw. As I remember how much Spirit Guardians does.
3d8.
Thank you. Okay.
Haha.
So you'll get half of 9. All right, Ivy.
I'm gonna shoot at the one that everyone keeps missing.
That'll hit.
Not a sneak, but 9 points damage.
Okay. Now it's concentration. Maintained.
And just because she wants to, would probably turn the corner, so out of sight.
All right. Now, before Nolgrim's turn, because I had rolled their initiative a while ago, flying up from the pit. It's technically the same space that the spiritual weapon is on. All right. So let me add these suckers. Because they rolled a 14. Should have GM'd layered a token. That would have been smart. But that was their movement to get up there. So this one and this one will attack Taskill, and then this one will attack the Steel Defender, but that's all they can do. So, first up, Taskill. 1, 2. Nope. Steel Defender. Oh.
Yeah, that'll do.
So that is 7 piercing, 5 fire damage, for a total of 12 points. And the Steel Defender is made of stone, so they're not going to try to latch on, but that is their turn. Nolgrim.
No, they can if they want.
Yeah, they can. I'm just like, I don't feel like they would, but they can.
Nolgrim's
Could
going
we
to
have
take
got their
another.
prepared attacks?
I mean, yeah, I guess you can take your thrown axe there.
I guess.
You guys hold like a million actions throughout this entire dungeon. I can't remember all of them. Okay.
It'll be a disadvantage though, because it has a range of 20 and it's 25
Yeah.
feet away.
This is true. Now that'll still hit anyway. So 4. All right, now it's Nolgrim's turn.
All right. I'm going to take another round of Eldritch Blast against this one.
Okay.
See if I can break that concentration.
The miss. Hit. Alright, and concentration. Success.
Mhm.
So it's maintaining.
And I'll start crossing 5, 10. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Their turn. They are each going to shift up a little bit. Steel Defender stopping it from getting any closer than that. So what we're going to do is this one here will jump in the air and beat its wings to fill the 30-foot area around it with dust. You guys know the drill.
Motherfucker.
So attacks will have disadvantage. And then this one here, the one that you guys have been wailing on, is going to spend raise its claws in the air and spend a bonus action as kind of like this strange black energy courses around its claws, and then it is going to double attack the Steel Defender at advantage with its claws. So first attack, 24.
That'll hit.
And then it does an additional 3d6 necrotic damage.
Will the Steel Defender take necrotic?
It does.
Ah.
And it's not anti-life, it's just like decay. And
Steel
then-
Defender is down on the bridge at -1.
All right. Well, then the rest of his attacks aren't important. Oh, was there? Oh, yeah. Spiritual weapons. How silly of me. Double spiritual weapons on Fergis.
Well, was the one bonus caster?
What?
The one that attacked with it, was it a bonus
Oh, yeah, you're
caster?
right. So you're right. Good call. So just one spiritual weapon on Fergis. 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
10
Wait,
force
will the
damage.
spiritual weapon have advantage?
I mean, it can see, so it can direct.
Okay.
Because that's how spiritual weapons aren't like a sentient object. They're directing it like a puppet master. That's how it works.
Fine, fine.
All right. Fergus.
Well, first I'll bonus action second wind. Get some hit points back. Get a whole 6 hit points back. And then I will fire at this bird here that's next to Taskill.
All right. At disadvantage.
Yeah.
Still hits.
Mhm.
19 points of damage.
Super dead.
And yeah, that'll be my turn. If I move, I'm just gonna provoke.
The spiritual weapons don't provoke, only the bat does.
Yeah, but the bat's right there.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna I will probably move up a little bit to give some room for
Yeah.
other people to come in.
Sounds a good one. Thrum.
I can't pass Nolgrim, can I?
You can pass Nolgrim. In this particular bridge section, I mean, I'll level with you, Cope. You can just jump the crack right there if you want to. All right. Or not.
He's gonna run over. And
Okay.
to right. Can I fit to right there?
Yeah, you're just like difficult terrain pressed up against the wall.
All right. And he is going to bonus action go into a rage again because I assume I lost my rage.
Yeah. You want to
For a second, I thought you were gonna say bonus action go big. I'm like, and he falls down the hole.
And you fall to the rift.
And he's gonna attack.
Okay. Just the one directly in front of you, I assume.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Well, actually, he's gonna hit that one a little bit further away.
Okay, sure. Either one.
Disadvantage because he can't see anything.
Miss.
One attack, 2 attack.
The 12 will hit though.
Oh, where I don't take it.
Oh wait, sorry, I take it back. Their armor class of 13, not 12. So yeah, that does miss.
Fine, get my hopes up.
Sorry. Listen, it's a bat-themed floor. I have to take advantage of the echolocation power as much as I can to make it interesting. If I don't, it's pointless. Taskill, give me a wisdom saving throw, because you are just in the radius. And theirs is necrotic, unlike your radiant, by the way.
Yep.
Let me double check their DC. That only just fails.
Yep.
So 10 necrotic damage. Also, I did look it up, and there's this sweet spot right here between them where you're affected by both auras, and yes, it does trigger twice.
Yep.
Well, I suppose I will try to turn undead.
Does the channel divinity come back on a short or a long rest?
I've got 2 of them for several levels now.
Awesome. So, yep, it's all good.
6 of them left. So 3.
Yep. So 1, 2, 3. 1 succeeds. This guy.
Back down the hole where you go.
Yeah, I'll just give this guy a little pink dot because he's the only one that didn't fail.
And guess I'll scoot back 1 just to get out that range. And bonus action. Can barely see it, but
Disadvantage.
yep. Maybe I get lucky. I do not get lucky.
Nope. It's a miss.
That's everything I can do.
All right, Freya. I very much designed this as a rock and a hard place encounter.
Mm-hmm.
If you're saying anything, Michael.
I'm just about to cast something.
That's a good spell.
Yes, yes,
Try
yes. It is a
something
good
fifth
spell,
level.
in fact.
Yep. Supercharged up your axe there. So the next thing you'll do, we'll do the
I'm
10
actually going to be using my
Oh yeah,
here.
the room stock, right? Yeah, that's a pretty far.
Launching it at that fellow over there.
That's the name of Cope's weapon way back. The Groom Stalker.
Oh shit.
Although-
Yeah, that'll hit.
I
So
was gonna
that
say-
also just means you roll your radiant damage, the 2d6 for the extra radiant damage again, because that also gets multiplied.
Also, doesn't he get disadvantage though to be a bummer?
Oh yes, you're right. Disadvantage rolled another time. Thank you, Richard. Have an imaginary non-gameplay impact in Gold Star.
You can give me GM inspiration.
No. roll
It's
roll
worth a shot.
roll the attack again, Michael.
22.
Okay. Well, good news is that still hits, and it
so
still.
it's 20
does-
damage, and they are glowing now.
Well, he is dead anyway. So.
Oh, their dead body is glowing now.
Radiant Corpse.
Oh god, it's radiation. Even worse.
He's radioactive. Sorry, Magic Dragon.
I hate that song so much. It was mostly because it was overplayed.
It got
Yeah.
overplayed real bad.
Yeah. Yep. Anything else, Freya?
Nope. Still defenders down, so.
Okay. Ivy.
She'll run back in. Shoot at this one.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
That'll miss.
And then she will do the same thing she did before, bob and weave back into the position.
Okay. Fire bats. As they fly down, taking disengage actions, because they're smart enough to do that. Oh, that reminds me. This spiritual weapon is gone. However, this one's still in the game, baby.
It's gonna want to be the one that kills us all.
All right. Revenge time. Here it comes, Thrum. 21.
I mean, you say revenge against Thrum, but he's
It's-
been hit every single time.
No, it's revenge against people in general, not just Thrum. So that's 8 damage there, Thrum. Your raging
He's
only
dead.
has the piercing, not the fire.
Yes.
So are these just like the spirits of bats who have come back who have been killed by dwarves in the past?
Who knows?
Are these grudge bats?
Grudge bats. Yeah, Nolgrim, you look at their eyes and you see your spiritual kin.
Respect.
Oh, what
Respect the drip, Karen.
I'm gonna just. There's one of the bats was the one that had the initiative tracker, so I'll just move it off the map. There we go. Nolgrim.
He will move up to a better line of sight. And then take some pot shots against this one. Is it still at disadvantage?
Yeah.
Alright.
That'll miss. Miss.
Damn. And then another 5 foot to step out of the way.
Okay. So it is the priest's turn. It is going to move up here. So it is still separated by the rift, but is in the range of most people. It will attack with its spiritual weapon against Fergis still.
Oh yeah, I know it won't save me, but I'm going to use my superiority die because it'll half the damage.
Yep, that's totally understandable. I don't know why it did +0 force there.
It should. Yeah, I didn't roll a d8 for some reason.
Yeah, I'll just roll another d8. 6
Oh, that's
damage.
not so bad.
Yeah.
Whatevs. I still reduced the damage by half, so it should.
Is that the last round of the disadvantage cloud, or?
No, because it just did it on its last turn. You guys have been killing him pretty quickly. However, it still has its action, and it is going to. Yeah, Freya's been the one singing the shots, so it's going to fire a guiding bolt at Freya. Still at advantage.
Fucking try me, dude.
Oh.
Try me, bitch.
27.
Let me check something.
Any update on what you're checking?
No, I said yeah. That I can't do anything.
Okay. All right. It's using its last level 3 spell slot, so that's
34.
34 damage.
Oh, Freya's down.
Yep, just a bolt of crimson demonic energy just blasts into Freya, and she goes down.
Guiding bolt will do
Fergis,
that.
Wisdom saving throws. Just the one. I don't know why I pluralized it. 12 necrotic damage.
Well, no time to look at the present. I'm gonna, no, I'm gonna deal with that fire badge before he kills Thrum.
Yeah, because it's latched onto him now, so it'll do a D8 on Thrum's turn.
So disadvantage. 17.
That hit. Killed
21. And
Dead
then,
fire.
fuck, I'm already in the cloud anyway. I'm just gonna make my way up here.
Awesome. Thrum.
He needs a wisdom, right?
Yes, wisdom. That will succeed, so you take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Alright, can he reach this guy with his pike from here?
Yes, with your pike you definitely can. 'Cause I forgot.
He will
Yep.
pike it up. 5, 10. Are these difficult terrain bridges?
Yeah, it's the same bridges all the way through. I mean, you could choose to not treat them as difficult terrain if you want to, but
No, that's right. Yay, pike.
that'll whiff. Don't
Yay,
forget,
better-
you're still at disadvantage.
Oh,
So roll
all right.
that again.
Yep.
It'll miss.
Yep. Then he will move 5, 10. And so crossing this bridge is
If you wish to treat it as difficult terrain, it is. If you choose not to treat it as difficult terrain on this turn, then you can move your whole speed and then give a dexterity saving throw.
all right. He'll try that.
All right, give me a dexterity saving throw. You pass.
Very good.
All right, Taskill.
First up.
Oof. All right.
20.
Yeah, you can hit it from there.
Yeah. In theory, I could hit it from there.
I think its god is bigger than yours.
Yeah. Well, I had a choice between doing that or burn another spell slot, and I went with that. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Don't forget, Cope, for Thrum's movement, the spiritual guardian area is also halves your movement.
Speaking of which,
Man,
Jeez.
today is
Yeah,
not Taskill's day.
No, it is not.
12 necrotic. All right. Freya, death saving throw. Just a flat d20.
All right.
Cool. 1 success. Ivy.
She's going to feed her potion to Freya.
Cool. That's an action.
For 7. So she's at 7 and no longer dying.
All right.
Yeah, she'll probably just stick there.
It's fine. Nolgrim. Give me a wisdom saving throw first off.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was quite in range or not.
Yep, you can measure. That
Okay.
is a failure. 8 necrotic damage.
Alright.
Yeah. It's not fun being on the opposite side of it, is it, guy?
Right.
Hey, at least we only did 1 to you. You've
So are
done 3 to
these-
us in one time.
Are these guys humanoid?
Let me double check. They are monstrosities.
Okay, so no humanoid. Okay. Is this place still covered in dust and all that good stuff?
Yeah, at the start of its next turn, it'll go away. So this is the last time you'll have disadvantage.
I'll go
If you-
here and
if you say hold
my attack.
action,
I
no,
mean, would it look like the dust is starting to clear a bit?
I would probably say no. It's a
Okay.
it's a little cheesy. Like
Okay.
I would be fine with it, except for the fact that it's literally the next turn.
Okay. Alright, then I'll just attack.
Okay.
And it is the last thing left standing.
Yeah. Miss. That will hit. 13 damage. I shall do its concentration roll. Man, I'm getting really good on these concentration.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's its turn. The dust cloud is gone. It will use its bonus action to shift this over here to take a stab at Nolgrim, who just hit it. So it's just a normal spiritual weapon.
That'll hit.
So that'll be for force damage. It'll then lash out with both of its claws against Taskill.
Mm-hmm.
1,
Miss.
2.
Miss.
Fergis.
First off,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if that saves or not, so.
It fails. I was just hitting up on the directional key, but then I remembered I just used its macro. So
Oof,
now,
that fails their save? Damn.
yeah,
15 probably.
yeah,
And that's
15.
mine.
I just know from running games, 15 is relatively high for this level against enemies.
Yeah,
I've
these
got
guys are
a-
like, this is like a mini boss.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm just
Um,
like, that's why I'm saying oof.
20.
Oh, I'm at 1 hit point,
But you're still up. This is the
Yeah.
last hit point that matters.
and I am going to sacrifice my move and bonus and just try to advantage shot this thing.
Oh, yeah. Because the dust cloud's gone, so everything's going through.
Oh!
Wow.
Really earning that 1 avatar right there.
That is
I believe
That
that's
is
called
fake.
snake eyes.
that is the clammy hand of fate, my friend.
Oh! Ow, that hurts.
Wowzers.
Well, that's all I got.
Okay. Thrum. Whoops, sorry, I accidentally hit the button twice. Thrum, your turn.
Ugh.
All right. Move up
As we all just stand around for 6 seconds admiring that failure.
and laugh.
Fergus just like it just pings off of a stalactite and it hits like 2 inches from his foot into the ground.
He's
Take
going
my
to try
arrow
and
back.
grab it.
Okay.
Wow, bad.
Maybe I
So,
shouldn't have chanted that
fucking
one.
Jesus.
Wow.
What is going
Technically, he
on?
succeeds.
The
Yep.
worm monsters are everywhere.
I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where I think it goes to the defender, but
But he technically
But
rolled
no.
higher.
Smashy smash.
yeah, I guess that's true. Okay.
Yeah, if it's an opposed roll, then he.
I'll give it to you.
it's
Yeah,
opposed,
so it's 10 damage. Let me do its concentration real quick. Don't forget your own wisdom, by the way. Okay,
yeah.
so you will be affected by its spiritual weapon, but then you destroyed it this round. So you take 10 necrotic damage, but is now.
But he squeezes the life out of it.
You finally break the concentration. It's still up, but the concentration is no longer on the spirit guardians.
Oh, he didn't die.
No, he didn't die.
All right, bonus attack
Mhm.
from martial arts.
Nat one. Gone.
That'll miss.
Well, you should still also have your second action or second attack from your normal attack.
That
No,
this
he
is
missed.
Ah.
Oh yeah, he did.
No, yeah, it was a opposed one, but that still counted as the one attack.
that
Yeah,
still counts as
So
attack.
then this would be his bonus
Oh, all right, because you're monk. I always
martial
forget.
arts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that second one will hit.
And he is grappled. So
That is 14. He's still alive. They're beefy boys.
I know.
Taskill.
Starting to wonder if it wishes to be alive at this point.
That'll hit. Well, that exactly kills it as your spiritual mount just comes in and caves in its skull as Thrum is bear hugging it.
Mhm.
Whack-a-mole.
Mm. I feel like
Well,
we
it
could probably
all
hit him
worked
with an
out in the
axe. I probably couldn't reach over and touch Fergus from the bridge.
Yeah.
So
reasonable.
I'll move over and cure wounds. And
Anyways, probably gonna take a short rest as I cast Mending on the Steel Defender.
Probably be a good idea to probably go on the other side of the bridge and set up there.
so 11 hit points for Fergus.
Sweet.
If you guys, I'll let us break. If you guys intend a short rest, I'll let us break initiative order, and you all can just arrange yourself on the other side of the bridge.
There's a door on both sides of this cave, wasn't there?
There's a door down here, and then there's double doors up here.
Unless you want to go backtrack into the meat room, I think this is probably better than anything else we have nearby. Although some of us can't really do much as a short rest.
What's going to attack us? Some bats?
Okay, that was only 1d8.
We got our big double doors.
Well, you guys will be happy to know I rolled for Wandering Monster, and there was no Wandering Monster this time, so you're good.
Unless he's actually lying to lure us into a false sense of security.
Unless I told you a lie, told you the truth, knowing that you think it's a lie.
But what if overthinking is the trap itself?
I imagine your spiritual weapon's gone by this point.
Oh,
You're short resting.
And I am now out of hit die.
welcome to the party, pal.
What I can do is a bonus action, I use Second Wind and get another 6 back.
I mean, not to tell you guys how to do, but Taskill does have a thing that constantly refills with healing potions.
Yeah, well, I figured might as well use my hit die. Save that for the people who have no hit die to roll.
True.
So yeah, you guys might want to get your crunk on. Might actually be a time to use that flagon.
I could definitely take a swig.
Same here.
Yeah. Should probably put that on my sheet as a consumable thing. Just so I know how much we've used.
Are you rolling 2d8 plus 3? Oh, that's for repair? I gotcha.
Yeah, he's repairing his steel defender.
So, yeah, if you guys both take one, it's a 2d4 plus 2.
I'll take one.
I'll take yours, you take mine. I'll also use my last healing potion. Well, maybe I should just keep that. Just not be in the front this time.
Just let me know when you guys are done and ready.
I'm good.
Thrums look better, but he's
While
the
they're
first.
while they're resting, Nolgrim brought his back into existence.
All good.
Okay, so the question then is, do we want to spend the last 10 minutes of the session going through the north door or the south door?
I would
North
say
door.
south door.
I'm afraid of the south door, to be fair.
North door is big, but south door might have prizes.
South door also might lead back to those bats.
This is a possibility. We never did explore the edges of that cavern.
Mm.
Partially because we were flooded with werebats, but,
I think we're here. We might as well go through.
So we're going south or north?
I vote south.
Someone should at least check the southern door.
I'll bring up the turn order.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But that's just how we move. Don't get too dreadful yet.
Here we are. We've almost made it through, but y'all want to go back.
I don't think we're anywhere close to being through. We haven't even gotten to all the trellis wooden work.
Down below.
So, we've been sitting in front of this door for a while. Is there anything special about it other than being large and...
It is got more iron banding on it. And there's little markings on it, like tally marks, as well as small bags that you think might be like offerings or something nailed to it. It doesn't appear to be locked, and it doesn't have the same kind of like magical runes that absorb kinetic force like the other one. I just used the exact same door.
And, of course, the two assholes were praying in front of it.
Yeah.
Which, is probably related to the offering bags, but...
Yeah, you're a cleric, Taskill. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that probably whatever beyond has got some sort of religious significance.
I think we're about to be treading on their holy ground. Which, of course, they've made in one of our mines, but be on your guard once we pass these doors.
So we are going
wait here until someone checks the southern door.
I'll check the southern door.
Right.
Unless we want somebody stealthy to do so.
And they're bats. They're going to hear us coming anyway.
Yeah, what's the plan? Are we going to want to go through this door or the southern door first?
Peek in the southern door, see what's there.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to do my signature dash across the gap.
Give me a dexterity. Your foot gets caught at the end. Unless you do another flash of genius.
Flash of genius.
Yep. Okay. So, did you want to open this door, Freya?
Yeah, peek in the store.
All right, you swing the door open. You're immediately greeted by thick, hot, humid air as the room beyond is filled with the sound of bubbling water, and it's completely obscured by steam, like a steam room. Everything inside that room is considered heavily obscured.
Foggy steam room.
No, that whereabout layer wasn't full of steam.
I'm just going to go ahead and assume whatever in here is not for us, and then she closes the door.
Okay.
Or I guess you could use your ring and sneak through there, right? If it's that important.
I don't think invisibility will work against echolocation if there are bats in there.
Look, those of you who want to sweat it out can go in there, okay?
Also, Michael, with that short rest, did you heal up Freya any? Because I just noticed you're still at 14.
Oh, yes, I should have. Oh, yeah, I didn't know if I would be able to because I was repairing. But...
Yeah, you can do both. I'm not gonna bust you up about it.
Okay, and looking it up, Channel Divinity does on both short and long.
Well, that's cool. All right, Nolgrim.
He's gonna upcast Armor of Agathis on himself using the Cloak of Mighty Magic.
All right.
And then way to the front.
Thrum.
Okay. I think I'll sit here and actually he's going to be applying his poultice during this time since I know we're not in combat, but I need to dedicate time to doing so I don't want to yada yada over doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, we did just finish a rest. So.
Yeah. Fergis.
So we're not going to the south after all?
Freya vetoes it, but it's up to the rest of us, I suppose.
Think about it. What important do you keep in a room full of steam?
All my games.
A rock.
Oh my god! That needs to be uploaded as a GIF for Steam or something. That was a perfect ad.
Nice.
Maybe there's an ever-burning rock in there boiling water to create steam.
You know what? I think I'm good.
I'm going to go examine this door for traps then. Since...
All right. Investigation.
So it could be a forge.
I will check my notes because I'm pretty sure I remember, but I just want to make sure. Yep. It's no traps. You're all good.
Okay, gonna go ahead and open this, and stealth isn't really manageable with bats.
Mm-hmm. The heavy doors swing open.
And an axe comes into my face. This
room has what looks like ancient cobblestone around the center, along with some pillars and various rubble strewn about. Maybe like eons ago it was some kind of temple. But in the center rests an altar. On the altar, it looks like there are several diamonds and a dagger on there. But on the other side of the altar is what looks like a kind of gnarled tree going all the way up to the ceiling of this room. And between the roots and the gnarls of the tree, it looks like there is a humanoid skeleton half buried in it, with the tree having grown around it. And inside the eye sockets of the skeleton, there are 2 unlit candles.
Lovely. I mean, that's probably a good point to stop it if we think, since it's 8 o'clock anyway.
Yeah, whatever you guys want to do.
Vague hints of boss music in the distance.
Yep. Ominous Temple seems like a good place to start next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Turns out the thing we need to kill the boss is in the steam room.
Yes, it's the Legend of Zelda type. Guess what stupid fucking shit you have to do or die.
Oh no, it's a water temple.
No, you see, you have to blow up this wall that looks like all the other walls in the game. Behind
Right side,
there.
we'll get the hook shot.
Good session, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Kobe talking about how devastated you were after losing your save file because
Yes.
of how you had to navigate that game. It was fucking ridiculous.
Go to the 5th row of gravestones, 3rd column, go down 4, and then step 1 to the right.
Literally, you were talking about you and your group of friends who were being detectives for how to beat this game.
There
The
were 4 of
original
us.
Zelda.
Once somebody would figure out how to get through one part, we'd all get on the phone and have to call each other, and then conference call each other in. And back then, that was kind of like hacking NASA. And then everybody get on their game, and we'd all walk. Whoever had figured it out would walk us all through it, and then we'd be at the next point. Everybody'd save. Then we'd all start trying to figure out the next goddamn thing.